going on, y'all? Had some technical difficulties earlier, but anyway, I digress. About to check out Hasan Piker and his friends making a fool out of themselves. You know, his orbiters ain't got no sense. And we're going to be watching it via a video from More Pegasus. Let's check this out, man. Let's see what's going down.
Hassan continues to call out Emiru for being friends with Asmongold. Asmon has responded and also calls out Denims, saying she sells her dignity for $5 on the internet. Asmon's editor exposes Denims for being kicked out of Destiny's house. Absolute degeneracy. Ethan has jumped in to clown on Denims.
I gotta stop assuming everybody knows stuff. Right? Like the other day when I was talking about Crew World Happy Mind, I think that's the name of that girl channel. I thought everyone knew what she did and how she got canceled and all this other stuff. There's people in the comment section. I was like surprised, like, what? I love watching her videos. I was like, oh, you ain't heard about her Ethan Klein video where she was wilding, saying all types of nasty and crazy stuff.
For her bullying campaign, calling her a fake activist. He also calls out Cutie for her performative activism. He calls out Casey Tron, reminding her that she still has to pay him money and potentially threatens another lawsuit.
I ain't gonna pause too crazy, guys. I know people hate that. But Casey trying to be making smokers look bad, bro, and I hate it. I hate it. We don't claim her at all, bro. She's a part of Hassan clique. Oh, is she still?
Cinema. Hassan is desperately trying to manipulate Emiru's friend Bonnie into convincing her to ditch Asmongold and side with him. Subscribe or you turn into a hateful bear like Denims.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back to what I call monetized unemployment. So the massive internet war continues between the Hassan orbiters and basically everybody else. Now recap, this all stemmed from them trying to cancel Emiru for not speaking on politics.
Emiru is friends with Asmongold, Lakari, Tectone, plus she thinks Ethan Klein's lawsuits are justified. So I will say tides are turning on this particular character.
Because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically.
Since then, Asmongold and Hassan declared war on each other and they are going at it full force, potentially in the bedroom.
I think I might ramp up my hostility towards the people online that are pushing these woke narratives.
Go ahead, bitch! Go ahead! Ramp up your hostility! Suck my fucking woo! Smoke him.
And he thought he killed that too. He thought he killed that. He said, oh, I pronounced it right? Johnny? Perfect. Said, can't believe I'm catching one of these. Usually watch while I'm at work. Keeps me entertained. Well, I'm happy I can help with that. That's fire. That is super dope. I love hearing stuff like that, guys, by the way. Right? That's like my purpose, is to entertain you guys and, you know, help out through the day.
If you got him, baby.
Oh, no, whatever.
Oh, yes.
Right, so that brings us to today. People are now digging up old clips of Denims, and apparently she was not a fan of Hassan. Here's an old clip of Denims calling out Hassan. He doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments.
Everyone on the left is so socially woke that they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case Hassan.
That's crazy. I was going to say, before she even said his name, whoa. This is a whole different Denims. Look different. Actually making some sense. Calling out Hassan for the wokeness, which is a word that I don't like using too much anymore. I just say people that go to the extreme. Because that's on both sides, right? Or any side. But this is hilarious. Wow.
Like if Hassan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else, he just like flames them. I'm forgetting the word I want to use, but he just flames.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
Them. Like he doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments towards other people. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't like give people any amount of benefit of the doubt. He just starts railing on people. One of the things that really frustrates me,
as you can see, not a damn thing has changed. Maybe her income, right? Like as far as her brown nosing Hassan, and she noticed some kind of growth from that. Or did she start that because Destiny kicked her out his community for doing nasty things in his house with some dude? No, I'm not making that up. That actually happened. And I think Destiny leaked it, and then she tried to make some accusations to defend herself. It was nasty. I don't know if he's going to get into it during this video.
Is that people on the left will they adopt all left ideologies. So it's all just like, well, I accept this and this and this and this, and there's no like form of questioning, I guess, which is very frustrating for me.
Oh my god, what in the actual fuck did I just see? We got Denims in the past actually criticizing her god and savior Hassan and acknowledging the exact thing that we've been saying all this time, that Hassan is a massive narcissist who can never, literally never admit that he's wrong about anything, even when he's blatantly wrong, like shocking his dog. And basically she agrees to the point where, you know, these people are all literally a hive mind cult who adopt all of these opinions, and you need to have every single one of the approved opinions. You need to be perfectly woke in every single way, even to the point of supporting literal terrorists, the worst of humanity, the worst people to ever exist, or these people will automatically cancel you. And it is so satisfying because we've been saying this all along, and this just shows that the Hassan orbiters, even they actually understand this at some deep level or at some time in the past, right? Now, what actually happened between then and now, God knows. Okay, so clearly some iDubbbz level bullshit happened for her to go so 180, right? But hearing it from Denims herself is like being transferred into the 7th dimension, bro. Like, what reality is this? Can we actually go back? How did she go from this into turning into some...
That's bizarro Denims. It's crazy. Nah, the one we got now is bizarre. Like, the whole aura is different, bro. Like, I didn't even know that was Denims at first.
Heartless bitch who relentlessly harasses people and even encourages to have their kids taken away. Also, I know she's going to respond to this and bring this up that, oh, I obviously had different opinions in the past and I changed my opinion, and you're allowed to change your opinion. That's ironic, all right, from the people who cancel people.
Wait, is your birthday, Chris? Happy birthday. That's awesome. You said you went out with the fam for a birthday to a seafood buffet. That sound amazing. That sound amazing. I ain't gonna front. I don't think I've had a whole seafood buffet, but I think I had a all-you-can-eat shrimp joint. And if it was anything like that, it's probably like that times 10, right? You can have all types of seafood. Yeah, I rock with seafood. Seafood is awesome. But happy birthday. That's amazing. Happy birthday. That's awesome.
People for shit they've done in the past all the time, right?
Made me hungry now. Now I'm thinking about some seafood. I ain't gonna eat no seafood though. Not right now.
But yes, of course, you can change your opinion.
That sounds like an amazing birthday.
Find it funny that you change your opinion to the wrong opinion, right? You literally pulled an iDubbbz and went like, oh yeah, I used to be such a bad person, but now.
Hold up, birthday's on the 15th of this month? Oh, that's fire. That's not that long from now. Let me see. 4 days? Like less than 4, damn near. That's amazing.
Oh, now I'm so woke, right? Now I totally understand everything. And you just ended up coming to the wrong conclusion, bro. Like, this is the equivalent of watching the Legendary series, and then randomly 3 years later, you become a Hassan supporter. How the fuck does that work? Like, what timeline did you take, right? Also, I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it, but she kind of looks different, no? Like, I feel like she looks less fake and less...
I'm afraid to eat crab nowadays because I don't want to hurt my teeth. I'm mad nervous about my teeth, bro. Like, I ate something, I don't know if it was this year or maybe the end of last year, and it cracked my tooth. And I was terrified. I was like, oh my gosh, I look like a monster. How? People that knew me was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, what are you even talking about? You can't see what you even saying. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was like way back here. Like, one of these teeth. That drink had me nervous now. Now I chew things slow as hell. So some crabs, I might jack my teeth up for real. Them joints be hard as hell to crack.
Sort of corrupted. I don't know. They followed up. You might be thinking that she finally had a good take, but unfortunately, she followed this up by
ice cream. Oh, I would have been terrified. I'm like, what's in the ice cream? What did I? For me, I think it was like a bone or something like that. I forgot what I was eating, like oxtail or something. Something that had a bone that like broke apart and was like in the meat. And I just out of nowhere, unexpected. I'm like, oh, I heard that joint. I was so terrified. And then when it didn't even like hurt 2 seconds later, I was like, oh, okay. I'm cool. Hold on, we got another birthday? Hold on, let me see. You said you bite the shell. I ain't going front. I get frustrated and do it when I be trying to like crack the crabs. Sometimes you don't have the utensils. Sometimes you don't have the utensils. It's your birthday, crybaby. Happy birthday. That's fire. That's pretty cool. Got a lot of birthdays up in here. That's a blessing.
Counting how she drank entire bottles of ketchup as a child. Well, that explains where the brain damage came from.
I'm sorry I don't have any mustard. I actually really like the way mustard tastes. And I used to drink entire ketchup bottles when I was younger, but we don't have any ketchup at home right now, so we settle.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's probably not the best decision. Right. We got the Denims Defenders case. So, you know, people change their minds, right? Bro, I've been following Denims for 3 years and his videos even before that. That's crazy. Okay. You could not waterboard that information out of me. A Denims fan for 3 years? Holy, you need to be put on a list. Also, 32 replies to 3. She won't F you, bro. Cool. And you're only attracted to animated women that look under 18. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I guess the profile picture, but that doesn't really mean much. Hassan certainly spot trained her good after those remarks. You know, she got at least 10,000 votes of the shock color for her to change her opinion. Anytime she tried to say any of this shit, place. She went from being right to being his most loyal dick rider and having a failed career as a washed out internet hoe. This is back when she wanted to F Destiny. Okay, so maybe she only sort of adopted like Destiny's opinions. She was just like, oh yeah, I really want to get into Destiny's pants here. So therefore I'll just say I hate Hassan. That is also like a possibility to it. And maybe she doesn't like mean anything she says. I don't know.
I do think
so she's just been shilling this whole time to get clout with the lefties. It's one thing to be brainwashed, but to be a grifter is worse. She points out verbatim all the issues with the online left and how Hassan is a nutcase. I did find it interesting how it is like perfectly laid out, right? That Hassan never admits he's wrong, that these people want you to have the exact opinions and go along with every single one of these opinions, every single one of these talking points. Otherwise, you are exempt from their club. So she clearly sort of like understands it at a deeper level. I don't know. Or maybe she's parroting. I can't tell. I just can't tell. It's just too short a clip.
Call you bailiff? Or is it bailiff? Tell me how to pronounce it, and I'll try to remember. Your name saying crybaby definitely don't help me doing that. It does not. But tell me how to pronounce it, and I'm going to try to remember and have it in my head. Try my best. I'm going to warn you. Beast is on that green. I'll be smoking, man. I'll be lighting up. It's gonna be harder for me to remember certain things. Know what I'm talking about? There you go. But I got you. Just tell me how to pronounce it, and I'm gonna try my best to remember.
Right? Just more proof that these people are dishonest and will do anything for money and views. She does OnlyFans. I mean, we already know this. Moving on to Ethan posting more of Denim's old clips, and he found an absolute gem. Ethan Klein cringes and drops a meme in response to the throwback clip of Denims currently going viral. So he basically posted the cringe emoji, and here Denims talks about like justifying incest, it seems like. I mean, this is just not it.
Incest is weird and a little gross, but ethically completely fine if it's in between consenting adults and there's no power creep relations. And the people in those relationships are not having children. I think if you remove those three factors, they're not.
Fam. Are you serious? Yeah, she definitely was a Destiny fan, man. That sound just like him. Sound like Destiny all over it. Damn.
Nothing ethically wrong with two consenting adults.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that. I learned from Haru and Kumar, you know. The OGs remember that. Y'all remember that movie? Yeah, nah. No thanks.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Yeah, that was nasty. Super nasty work. Why is she even deciding to give that opinion right now?
What's going on with you? What are you talking about? You sound insane.
Right. Okay, Denims. Nice one. So, according to Denims, it seems like incest is just apparently ethically fine. Right. Okay, that definitely explains the ketchup bottles and, being dropped on your head as a baby. Okay. Well, I guess this was like the transition point for her to going crazy, right? When she started justifying these absolutely degenerate positions, right? And when she started thirsting after the actual cuck destiny. Also, I don't know what is going on here. You can kind of see it in her face that she's absolutely cooked. Like, I don't know what she smoked. Was she friends with Casey Tron at this point? Did she lend her like 42 uses of weed? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. How does she look so different? What the frick? I don't know. Maybe it's time, or maybe it's like some sort of plastic surgery or some sort of random shit. I don't know. There's a lot of theories going around. People who post on OnlyFans are generally like obsessed with their appearance and stuff like that, so they might do certain things, but who knows?
Does she like really post on there, or is it like, because I've heard some cases where girls will just post like normal ass pictures, and because they got a bunch of simps following them, they'll just be like, let me just start one of those OFs. Why not? Get this free money. That's what I've heard certain people say. So what type is it? Is she wilding on there? I still don't think she should be posting on there like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's go back to Ethan Klein being a freaking creep. Don't have to go back as far. Well, no, you had to go back over like a decade, didn't you? Was she Indian? I don't think so. I don't know why. Is this because she looks different? I would personally never engage in incest, but she is right. Okay. Are we actually doing this right now? This is the Sneeko position. Like, I would never do it, but child marriage. Why do we actually have the age of consent? Can we actually be debating that? Like, no, Sneeko, we cannot. You absolute degenerate. Why should anyone, especially the government, get involved in that act when they're adults and don't produce children? Why the frick do you weirdos even care? No. We're the weirdos. We're the weirdos for saying that sisters and brothers shouldn't sleep together. Yeah. No, we're the weirdos. Yeah. We're the weirdos for saying family shouldn't be copulating or whatever the fuck. Yeah, classic Twitter users, bro. This is pre-nose job and pre-effing someone in Destiny's bed, lol. Look at that face. She didn't even believe in a word she was saying. Yeah, this just looks like a different person, bro. I'm from Alabama, and this is weird to me. There's no way crazy. We got people from Alabama going, no, this is too far. Let's see. She defended Ava Chris Tyson. She drew very questionable art on DeviantArt. She's defended incest. Why is this idiot morally grandstanding Emiru? Even if you disagree with what Emiru said, Denims shouldn't be talking. If anything, we should be doing it to Denims. Oh yeah, so I don't even remember if I covered this. I don't think I did because it was hard to show any of like the footage, but basically Ethan exposed Denims for potentially drawing like underage characters in weird ways or whatever. Incest is weird and gross, but this is who Hasan props up. Yes. Twitch needs a reset of streamers at this point. There needs to be like a great culling or something where all of these people get permabanned. This might be a hot take, but I think being apolitical is completely fine compared to whatever the fuck this is. No. We must have your opinion on incest. We must.
Yeah, no, that's nasty as hell. Straight nasty. Like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Nasty as a mother effer. Yeah, they wilding out. Hey, what's up, Buzzard? How you doing? I think my chat froze on my setup. That's crazy. It really froze. I would have to reload the screen to get it to work. But yeah, let me read the chat from over here. Nasty fam, that's nasty. Yeah, I gotta play the nasty song one more time. Then I was about to. But nah, fam, yeah, that's extremely nasty. And this is what Denims is pushing, but then she wants to like try to cancel other people. Straight nasty. You said, what you talking about? BX, you got the memory of a damn elephant. It's incredible. I do be remembering stuff. I ain't going front. It'd be like random things. I can tell you the exact day, time, what the weather was like. So yeah, that is true. I do be remembering shit. Especially TV show shit too. Or pop culture. I could win like a game show. For sure. Why does Hassan and his orbiters have to be so nasty and cringe as F? Trying to hold my cursing. Yeah, he is cringe as hell and nasty, right? I used to think that they were doing it to do some kind of like weird promotion thing. Like to where it's like, I'm going to use like shock and craziness to get people to pay attention to me. Nah, they really like that. They are definitely on that type of time. It's pretty disgusting. Denims is wildin'. I wonder what he would have to say about that. Hassan probably going to defend her like, hey man, well, she's right, you know? I just, the hell is on your biscuit?
Right, so Hassan is continuing to call out Emiru for being friends with Asmongold, and he says, your associations say a lot about you. Interesting. Hassan comments on Emiru's connection to bad people. Her audience is right-wing.
That's not just consuming at that point, it's supporting and regurgitating her to her apolitical audience. Her audience is not apolitical, her audience is right-wing. Let's be fucking real.
That's crazy.
And she is performing to an audience. Like I said, I think it is the financial pressures of having an audience that is comprised almost entirely.
She does cosplay. How do you know what her audience like votes for? Huh? I think she's probably on the left, especially based off of her affiliations and things. I don't think she's like super political, but as far as her audience, she dresses up. How would we know? Like, are you looking at live chats? Are they saying like randomly, like, yeah, MAGA Trump? That's what they screaming in the chat. Or are they saying, hey, show us the outfit. Dress up as this character. I forgot, y'all told me what she was dressed up as too. I can't remember. I cannot remember. I thought it was like Nico Robin in the earlier seasons of One Piece. But I think y'all told me it was a character from a video game.
Entirely of Asmongold's biggest fucking dipshit warriors is the major reason as to why she's not revealing her perspective on ICE or until she got like, you know, yelled at, directly aligned and financially entangled with actual bad people. I will say that about Asmongold. Asmongold's a bad person. Redtone is a bad person. She was, whether you want to admit or not, f***ing friends with them. This is the reason why Tectone can get away with saying, oh, we're still good friends. I don't know if she's still friends with them. How the fuck am I supposed to know if she's still friends with them? But she absolutely was friends with them. You can maybe even say the same thing. You can turn around and say, Hassan, you went on that fucking podcast too, right? You went on that podcast as well. I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
So we judging people based off of who they were friends with, right? To that degree? That don't make no damn sense. You and your orbiters hate Ethan Klein, right? You were friends with Ethan Klein. And just based off of your standards, you would hate yourself. This guy's an idiot.
But I think it's pretty clear what my opinion is on Rapetone and Asmongold, right? Perhaps there's not a lot of room for speculation on whether or not I actually like Asmongold, or there's any speculation on whether or not I like Rapetone, for example. Do you know why there's no speculation for that? Because I've made my position very clear. And maybe you can tell me that she's not friends with Asmongold. I don't think that's the case, though. But who you keep
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Hassan's a bad person.
company, who you keep close company, says something about you.
Right. Okay. So there's obviously a bit of nuance here, right? First off, you can be friends with people on both sides of politics as long as they are, reasonable people who can understand that, hey, we can disagree and not hate each other's guts. We can disagree.
If they're not going to the extreme, right? If they're not like Hassan level of delusional and just hysteria, then who cares who they voted for? I don't give a damn personally. I don't vote. There's people that's mad at me because of that. I don't care. I don't vote. Right? Like, so I personally don't care if my friends vote or who they even voted for. That's not like a end all be all to me. As long as you're not like a lunatic. That's my like qualifications with that.
And not threaten to end each other's life, right? That is what normal people do. You can be friends with anyone you want as long as they're not completely fucking insane, right? I'd say that the company you keep does actually say something about you. For example, if you're open friends with a PDF file, right? And you're just okay with their behavior, people are going to be like, okay, something is probably wrong with you if you're just okay with that behavior. And I question your morals and ethics, right?
Like you damn near co-signing that. Yeah, that's if you on that type of time, I would say that's an issue. If you best of friends with EDP, yeah, nah. That's
streamers who claim to be super woke and super reasonable people like Jellywig and friends, right? They are friends with Hassan. Now, I don't explicitly hate them or anything, but it's more like you probably gotta be aware of this guy, threatening to murder people, so openly supporting terrorists, shocking his dog, right? Like, the thing is, you probably know these things and you just don't care. In fact, you go out of your way to defend him, right?
I didn't see problem.
You said not voting is better than voting for idiots. Yeah, I do agree with that. I believe that the whole pick your poison system that people are doing is the dumbest thing in the world. Like, that's what politics is at this point. That's what it seems like. I remember there was this movie called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker that I used to watch when I was a kid. That's like a parody movies from the Wayans brothers. Funny as hell. There's these two villains in the movie that they keep giving the option, the window or the stairs. And they always say stairs and they get tossed down metaphorically in a video game. It's a movie. Right? So that's the metaphor that I think voting is right now. It's kind of like the pick your poison. Like, neither one of these people is squeaky clean to where they like 100% in the right. So you're just forced to pick the best option of the two. I don't want to pick the window or the stairs. What if I want to take the elevator? I want to just calmly leave in peace. So yeah, I do believe that that's what, like, not just America, anywhere where it's like voting, that's what it becomes. The window or the stairs.
I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar.
You swear on your mom, apparently.
On my mother's life.
And it seems like some of these people don't care as long as it's sort of convenient. It's financially beneficial. It's socially beneficial. So I do get what he's saying.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Jack? What's up, Ned? How are you?
The sense that, okay, yeah, the people you associate with does matter. But again, it only matters if you're completely fucking nuts, right? I'd say Asmon is nowhere close to Hassan on that level of psychoticness. People responded, why is it so hard for Hassan to understand that Emmy can be friends with someone without 100% agreeing with their politics? Is that actually so hard of a concept to grasp? God, I hate woke leftist politics so much. Be friends with who you want to be friends with. Never bow. I agree with this to an extent, of course, but there's certain people where it does cross the line. Who you keep close company says something about you, and we just got Hassan with no Samson and bad empanada, a clear psychopath. It's crazy because I thought Emmy's audience were cosplay nerds and gaming enthusiasts, but these comments defending her are revealing. I thought Hassan was exaggerating, guess not. No idea she had a big right-wing audience. Wild. To be honest, if I had to guess, her audience is Mostly simps. Like if I had to really guess, that would probably be it. It would probably be a bunch of left-wing simps too. It's just people simping. It's just how it goes. Surprised he didn't blame Israel somehow. Emiru is 100% going to give in, watch and see. Well, she already basically did. The only thing they're asking of her now, at least for now, right, is to say, I hate Asmongold. I completely disavow Asmongold. I'll never talk to him again, right? And then after she says that, they're going to go to the next person, right? Oh, well, who's this other friend you have, right? And then it keeps going and going until she eventually loses her mind. Oh, this is so transparent. It's a classic cult tactic. They try to isolate the person. Meanwhile, Hassan can't keep terrorist meat out of his mouth. Taro! Moving on to Asmongold going after...
Like I said, I'll join you, beast. Puffy, no Diddy. Oh, man. I forgot Diddy used to be called Puff Daddy. The fact that he was getting called that is crazy. Now, knowing what we know. I seen that documentary that Netflix put out. That was insane. 50 Cent might be the pettiest man alive. And I loved every second of the pettiness because he was exposing mad stuff. Every time someone asked me about Diddy, because I'm from New York, I would always like say things that a lot of people don't know that's like common knowledge to us. Like the event at the party when all those people, you know, unfortunately lost their life. I used to bring that up all the time. Nobody would mention it on like social media. That movie went into that and they went deep into the information with that and the details and all the like shadiness and nasty stuff that he was doing behind the scenes. They got footage from Diddy. It was insane. And why was all that baby oil in his hotel? I knew that they found the baby oil in the house. But when he was like trying to, you know, run it away, get up out of there and not be seen in this little hotel room, they found mad baby oil in the... What was this nigga doing? Never mind. I don't want to know. But yeah, Diddy, that was a wild man. Diddy, so no Diddy on the puff.
Denims. Now recap. Last time Denims was calling out Asmon, saying that, oh, he's getting so mad about the Emiru situation. He's getting so triggered. It's getting under his skin.
For the first time, and I don't even know how long. Like, he's actually mad about it. He is genuinely so mad right now.
Which is not really a gotcha. I mean, of course, he's going to care about his friend, right? Especially when she's openly being bullied on the internet and harassed by literal hundreds and thousands of people. So he responded, Asmon goes off on Denims. You'll always be worthless.
Literally all she said.
No, she said you can't do that, which is...
And you see Denims remembers exactly what Emmy said.
You said the poor people that had to clean it up, yeah. Yeah, that had to be some nasty work. That had to be nasty. It's surprising knowing Netflix. Yeah, they put out some bull crap. There's been a few documentaries that they put out that I thought was good. That one, the catfish one, was pretty interesting. I watched one that y'all recommended recently. I can't remember what it was. I think it was about that family YouTuber. That was crazy. That was wild. And I'm waiting for the Tyra Banks one to come out soon. I think it's going to come out like this week or next week. Hey, what's up, Stone Wanderer? How you doing? But yeah, I'm into the documentary sometimes. It got to be something that piques my interest or that I'm aware of. Got to be something that I'm aware of. And I know a lot about the Tyra Banks stuff, but I want to hear more. Mostly Sims, yeah. I mean, Twitch can show that, yeah. Oh, wait, I can't say that on Twitch, right?
About that lawsuit. She remembers the exact words that she used. It's because she's been mad about this for months and she's been waiting on something that she can use to dogpile on someone who said the obvious truth so they can so they can suppress and try to demonize anybody who holds them accountable. That's the reason. She's been sitting on this for fucking months. Right.
He is genuinely so mad.
Right.
He is genuinely so mad right now. Again,
this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
At this point, he would have made a bunch of jokes.
Yes.
He would have smeared my character. He would have smeared it by saying like, well, who even cares what this person... Everybody knows.
Well, nobody cares what you think. That's the...
Space documentaries sound like my older brother. That's like all he be doing. Hours upon hours he be watching those. Time travel too. He's into that. What's it called? And he said new modern horror movies, like documentaries, or like just new horror movies in general. Because if you talking about that, man, holla at your boy. I watch a lot of horror movies, old and new.
Reason why you're talking about people who people do care what they think.
Mystery.
You're a worthless nobody, and you always be a worthless nobody. That's why you have to sell porn yourself to pay for your lawsuit, because you're too stupid to understand fair use. You're worthless. You'll always be worthless. It doesn't matter how many hate tweets that you make about somebody else. I don't need to say that about you, because that's just what you are. And nothing you can say or do or, you know, say, oh, that's not true or whatever. Your behavior tells the truth. And that's what you really are.
And we should be nice to each other. And just because somebody doesn't want to speak on something, they shouldn't have to speak on it.
That's true. Yep, that's right. Absolutely.
Nice to each other. I can't hear something like that and not think of that damn movie Sinners. He was like, what we supposed to be doing? Being kind to one another. I done knew he was a vampire. So he's like, being kind to one another.
Sit there and talk shit, get mad all you want. I'm going to keep doing it over and over. 3 minutes to repeat he's mad all the time. Yep, absolutely. Where's her dignity? Oh, I don't know. I heard she's selling it for $5. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you get some more people doing that, right? You got to pay for that lawsuit. That money's going to have to go to the IDF for Ethan. You know, so there you go, guys. You want to go support Ethan? You can go buy Denims OnlyFans. How about that?
Oh my lord, selling her dignity for $5. I mean,
crazy.
He's not technically wrong, is he? Right? It's crazy that people who have this little self-worth think that they can criticize or talk shit about anyone, honestly. It seems like you have some deep-rooted issues to handle yourself. I mean, people are obviously just going to play ball and take these sort of low blows, so to speak, right? Keep sort of clowning on you because that's what you invite, right? If you're going to act like such a vile person and go after someone who's apolitical, someone who's trying to stay out of politics and drag them in like this and harass them until they finally have to respond, then of course people are going to bring up your OnlyFans and call you worthless. You know, petition to bring the old Denims back. Okay, not the incest justifying one. That one's a bit crazy. But the Hassan hating one. That Denims we can actually get behind. She had a...
Neither one of the Denims is real. Like, I've learned that about a lot of these content creators. I mean, you shouldn't bring none of them back. I just don't want to see them unless I'm clowning them because they're not real. They're pretending. Like a fake image.
Red of common sense. But now she's just the definition of a bitch. Also, man, these old streams really showed like what she actually sort of looked like. Now it's like super fake and I don't know what That's procedures true. Or what has been done here. Or it's just like, bro, there's so much like overcompensating going on or whatever. When you can't argue the point, you attack the person. Weak move. She literally started it. I mean, what? I gotta ask, who is down so bad they're buying Denims OnlyFans? Bro, on the internet, there's just like an infinite supply of desperate fucking pathetic losers, bro. Literally spend your money on anything else but for the price of a burger in Austin. Denims is a worthless nobody. Right, so then...
Speaking of burgers, I wonder what Frogan thinks about. Hey, man, you know, you say cheeseburger, she pop up. She just appear like Candyman. You say cheeseburger 3 times, Frogan gonna pop up, nigga. What's up? Where they at? And you best to have cheeseburgers for.
Asmon calls out Hassan after a statement about being the beacon of woke. And Hassan also called out Asmon for creating this Twitter community to fight back against the harassment. Asmon says Hassan loves woke scolding and is being performative. Points to reactions surrounding Emiru from that orbit.
Oh wait, he's actually mad.
Again, I am seen as like the fucking beacon of woke for these people.
Yeah, well, you, and the reason why is because Hassan.
You said you can't think of any recent horror movies that you liked. There's a few good ones. You just gotta like search for it. It's the same thing like music. Anything that you like, they're still out there. You just gotta like search for it, right? Like there's good horror movies. Some of the independent ones are pretty decent. Right, some of the ones that go straight to streaming services, some of them be you know, it's a lot. The foreign ones are crazy too. It's a lot of ones that's like overseas. Insane. So yeah, there's a few good ones out here.
On is probably the biggest voice in the woke community. He is. And by the way, he absolutely gets
Hey, what's up, Neckbone? How you doing?
in on this stuff. People saying like, oh no, he doesn't care about woke stuff. You absolutely do. You woke scold people constantly. You used to call people retarded. Now you're using the R slur. You do all kinds of other things like this. There is so much performative behavior. It is insane.
Oh, Asmongold goes, hey, we got to get more aggressive. What are you going to do about it? Oh, we have a Twitter harassment community.
Yeah.
So just what?
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that what they have? That's what they do. That's literally all they do. They just harass people on Twitter and make shit up.
You've been doing already.
He said, have you seen the new trailer for the new Scream? Nah. They put that out? I would love to check that out. Y'all know I love Scream. That's one of my favorite franchises in horror. Love Scream, huge fan. And I'm surprised that the new ones are still good. They're coming up with interesting storylines and commentary. That's really what Scream is commentary.
Yeah.
What you've been doing already.
No,
Keep
I
up.
haven't.
Nah,
What do
I
you
didn't know
mean? I'm a nice guy.
Keep at it.
What?
I'll keep tanking that shit.
It's
I'll
all
go to the
about
Let
him.
me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
I was tanking that
I hate going to the movies nowadays. I will go to the movies to see that.
shit
He's-
when no one else would take a fucking stand. You think now I'm scared? Are you fucking kidding me?
The issue is that you empower, coordinate with, and talk to people, and you regularly promote people that encourage lying, abusing, attacking, manipulating people, and misrepresenting everything. That's the problem. That's the reason why people get mad at you, is that, like, as a streamer, I feel like you should probably know that. Like, you should know not to do this. Like, how are you even putting yourself in this position at all?
I mean, poor Hasan. He really thought that Asmon would.
There's gonna be a new Scream movie coming out. Not Scream. What'd you say? Scary movie. There's gonna be a new scary movie coming out too as well. I just heard about that getting finalized.
Watch this in
I like both of those franchises. Well, scary movie, I like the first two, and I hate the rest. So they're going to bring back the original creators for this new one. I hope it's going to be good.
understand all the innuendos, but he hasn't
Scream?
read
I like every
chapter 46 of Hassanetics. That's where you realize that Hasan is actually having these subtle signals to sleep with Asmongold, where he tells him to come at him, to tank him. Poor Asmon doesn't even understand that. It's an invitation to the bedroom, man. He's desperate. He wants to firmly grasp that schlong. Also, the hypocrisy just never ends with this guy. So he has Twitter harassment communities all the time. He literally sends his audience to brigade people on stream all the time. Goes out and says to attack people, literally harasses at every turn. But no, when you fight back, now it's too far. Right, so then Asmon's editor calls out Denims.
Like, I think the big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold? And people try to deflect that and say, oh, wait, everyone that you're ever friends with now needs to be disavowed? Yeah, I would hope so.
I would have grind and make it to a level where I could get a editor full time. That would be amazing. You know the type of stuff I'll be doing? If I could get an editor and like rock with me, what? Oh man, that's the dream. That's like the only team, I guess you could say, member I would want, really, when it comes to like hosting and doing my show. If I could get an editor, things gonna go crazy.
This platform predominantly for spreading harassment against random people who don't deserve it.
And Asmon's editor is fire. He has a really good one.
Absolutely horrid behavior online.
All right, let's see how she uses her platform, shall we?
$30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear.
Saying I'll pay $30,000 to get rid of this guy, and I'm the one on the screen. Yeah, it was mean.
We are talking about a multi-layered generational hater here that keeps talking about Asmon almost every day.
That's so weird. That's so crazy to me, because there's literally a clip of you talking about how much you enjoy harassing people on the internet.
You know what the difference is? It's because they're in the game. You try to attack people that aren't trying to be involved because you want to push them onto your side. I don't attack non-confrontational, like random people. Step into the arena, flag for PvP. Now you've engaged.
Denims is a monster whose life, financially speaking, I'm going to put her into a A pickle?
Destiny had to wait. What's this here? Destiny had to kick her out of his house. What the fuck?
I did record that conversation because the big fear I had, and this happened 2 days later, Denims goes online and she's like, Steven kicked me out because I wouldn't fuck him.
Oh my God. It really sucks that we didn't fuck Atlas. I wanted to fuck Atlas and you. This is so fucking pathetic.
You gotta be
I can't
careful as a
believe
creator,
it.
Yeah. Why? Why do I have to know this information? And why do you have to know this information now? I thought you have to see it. Destiny and Denim's like sex life or whatever, bro. I just don't wanna. Two absolute.
He said, I wish one, I was talented enough, and two, had the time, because I'll totally do that for you, BX. That would be fire. But I understand. I definitely understand. You be grinding, so you wouldn't have the time to be able to dedicate to that. So I definitely understand. And I appreciate the thought. Real talk. You said, how can people hate Emiru? I don't know. Like, what does she do? And I don't mean this in an insulting way, but outside of just her content of cosplaying. Because if that's all she's focusing on and just, I guess, just chatting and talking to her audience, I don't see how people could have an issue with her in any way, shape, or form. He said, I wish I could help with editing. I don't know anything about it. Well, I appreciate the thought. I appreciate it. When it comes to editing, it takes like maybe a few months to get decent in it, and then maybe more. You could do it in a shorter period of time too. I'm just saying in general for anyone that wants to know about editing. I learned how to edit very fast actually, because I just like became obsessed with it. Started like editing like a mother effer, because I used to edit on this trash program that don't even exist anymore called like Windows Movie Maker. So when I first started YouTube, that's what I was using to edit, and it was so horrible. And then I did my research and found out about Adobe and started like experimenting and like just testing myself. And it's like I forgot who came up with that quote. Like if you do a kick like 1,000 times, it's better than someone that practiced 1,000 moves or something like that. That's with everything. If you just do that jank over and over and over again and like always try to get better, you get better. My editing is pretty good. And I think that's because I've edited thousands of videos in all different types of fashions. Video essays, reactions, shorts. But it's experience that takes mad time. I feel like she's kind of boring, but only saw her play Red Dead. To my Emiru? Okay, so she games and cosplays. And they like, nah, we gotta know your political opinion. We has to know. That's weird. Yeah, they just attacked out of nowhere. It's because she has a platform and they want to corrupt every platform. If they can get whoever has a following to push their messaging, they have more of a nasty ass army to go after people and convince them to do the same. It's a nasty, shady tactic. And they're trying to bully her into the opinions. It's horrible. Nasty as hell. Thank you again, Katarina and Chris. I appreciate the heck out of that. The thoughts that count, for real. That means a lot to me. But yeah, that is a goal one of these days.
Degenerate freaks. And who knows, this might actually be an elaborate plot, a mission by Denims to get revenge on Destiny for not sleeping with her or whatever, and now she's like slobbering up to...
This popped off. I heard of her when the Mizkif thing popped off. I never heard of her before that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the cosplay streamers and all that's like super far out of my timeline, right? But then when I heard about the Mizkif stuff, and that's when it started becoming like a bigger topic. That was the first time I heard of it.
Hassan, that's the one thing that Destiny hates. God, truly like the lowest of the low people here. You know, maybe she really is just like this super self-hating person, and she does all of this because she knows she's going to lose, and she wants to ruin. I
definitely understand, Katarina, and I appreciate that. Yeah, real talk. That's awesome as hell that you and Chris would even think of doing that. That's like amazing. So I appreciate you guys, man. And I definitely understand, like, it feels like it's not enough hours in a day sometimes.
Her life, and she
I'd be thinking like, man, if I could get like 5 more hours in a day of me to just like do some work, I'll be able to get a lot done. So I definitely understand. That's what would be making me feel old, and then like I'd be tired sometimes now. I remember there was a time when I couldn't sleep. Now I'd be tired as hell sometimes.
Thinks she deserves it. I don't want to get all psychological, but you know, it's a theory. It's a game theory. Also, I hope to God that Ethan did not forget his promise of ruining her financially. Absolute cinema, okay? Do not settle. She deserves the worst. People responded, offering $30K on a stream to do a hit on someone sounds very illegal. We've been through this. They've done it like multiple times. Multiple Hassan orbiters have done this. Literally threatening people's life. And no consequences. Emiru said the most rationally sound thing she could have said, and then proceeded to walk it back, of course. That's why you have to sell prawn of yourself, because you don't understand fair use. Might be one of the most savage put-downs ever uttered. To be fair, it's not very hard to own Denims. Sue her again. Sue her till she shut the frick up. Unfortunately, these lawsuits take years, so it might be a while. But hey, we'll farm content until then. Denims and Hassan fighting for Asmon's heart. The lawsuit wasn't enough to make her shut up, apparently. Yeah, Asmon might be the Roach King, but these people are fucking cockroaches when it comes to this shit. I mean, Casey Tron had to do a full retraction and everything, and she's still going, bro. 4 incels in one tweet. It's diabolical. Moving on to Ethan jumping in and roasting Denims. Says that Denims is jealous in her call out of Emiru.
And I think she
100% is jealous of Emiru. She's mad. Yeah. Like, I gotta make the comparison. Emiru is way finer than Denims. What? That's not even a test. This was a pop the balloon challenge. I'd have popped the heck out of the balloon. But Denims, get out the way. But yeah, I do think that she is jealous of Emiru. 100%. You could just tell, like, the bitterness, even the way she speaks about her. I do believe that.
Honestly, I think she's just jealous because Emiru is the #1 woman streamer on Twitch. And
is she?
She got a lot of sympathy and people siding with her as she was literally the victim of a sexual assault. And literally the fault of Twitch. So Denims being, a political agent, a defender of Twitch, a Hassan waiting room. She has a vested interest in defending Twitch as a platform and attacking Emiru because I think she's just jealous, frankly. Live, laugh, lobotomy.
I was just looking at that.
Who got lobotomized, Denim?
It's reminding me of
that
the shirt.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Say it. Say guys. Shut up.
Yeah, if you just look at the comparison, the side by side, you can see why she angry. I'm just saying. But yeah, I do think that this has a lot of jealousy infused in it. I agree with Ethan.
Grow up. Who gives a fuck if Emiru said fuck ice? How does that material affect anything? You think the people executed in the street are going to feel better because Emiru said fuck ice? If it's not important, like if you actually are the activist you care about, you'd be talking about something important than crying about Emiru not saying fuck ice soon enough. The hell is wrong with you?
Oh my God, bro.
What's up, boy, Georgia? How you doing?
Ethan is actually spot on. And this is why people actually like Ethan, because he understands that this stuff means nothing. All right. This is just a pathetic bullying campaign. Her saying anything about ICE is not affecting the real world in the slightest. Like, Ethan obviously doesn't agree with ICE either, but even he understands that this is bullshit for no reason, just to harass another creator.
That's what his name is. Did I say it wrong? No, yeah. That's his name. Doing good. Glad to catch a stream. Me too. You guys are awesome. I got the best supporters in the world. I don't care what nobody say.
Actually affect any meaningful change in the real world. It's trying to seem like you have power when you don't. It is complete performative activism. And speaking of that, he then calls out Cutie.
They also call her a pick-me because she's well-liked and has friends.
So jealous.
Looks
That's
cute.
funny.
So jealous.
Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella
What about
literally
Cutie Cinderella?
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content.
Dude, let me guess. She said ice.
And she's capable of saying fuck ice.
Yo, okay, guys, people on the street, everybody stand down. Cutie Cinderella said ice.
That's hilarious. That opinion means nothing to me. I don't give a damn about what Cutie Cinderella thinks. That sounds crazy. Why would I care about what Cutie Cinderella got to say?
Done. Victory. Shut up, bro. Talk about something important. The fact that you're spending even a moment of your stream talking about how Emiru didn't say ice fast enough proves what a disingenuous.
You said, OMG Beast. I'm going to cry in the dark. Why are you crying in the dark? That's bad. What? Padawans? Let me look this up because I don't want to sound crazy. Make sure I'm getting this correct. No, I think I spelled it wrong. Okay, yeah, there's another A in there. No, I put... Yeah, what that mean? Okay. Alright, I knew I would... Why do I always be second guessing myself? I be second guessing the hell out of myself. Anyway, it's a Star Wars reference. I always consider myself more to be a Sith, but maybe that's just because I want to see Darth Bane get his own story done on screen. Okay. Appreciate that. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? And do you best not say homegirl from the new giant? You better not say that. Who is Cutie Cinderella? Nobody. Not a damn person. So you said we the best, so I'll cry in the dark. Why would you cry in the dark? Because I said she was the best. Ethan's background looks like 007 map. Maybe. Yeah, I can see it. This is giving GoldenEye. Second guessing is what keeps you from a Nigerian printing your paycheck. Nah, that's facts. Darth Revan. Am I pronouncing it right? Okay. Not mad at that. I think Darth Bane is my favorite character. Not mad at Vader. Not mad. I'm actually, once I found out like his full story, I really did enjoy his tale. I don't like Luke. I know that. Luke a bitch ass nigga. My bad. My bad for the Luke fans. My bad. Anybody that's a fan of Luke can't stand his ass. He's a very irrelevant people. Only see 3 Star Wars movies. What, the first ones? You wasn't into watching the newer ones? The new ones is trash. I don't like that. What's her name? Rey? I hate her. She's not a good character. You always say cry in private. Oh, yeah. In the dark. You forgot that you gotta say the whole thing. In the dark, in the bathroom, with the shower running. No one can know. Not a soul. Nah, that's funny. Yes, GoldenEye snow map. It does look like it. I haven't played GoldenEye in a minute. I would love to play GoldenEye. I like the one with Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson was in 007? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Oh, activist loser you are that only cares about views and outrage just to farm fucking money and views and attention. That's it.
Hey, what's up, John? You said denim more like polyester. Yo, she should change her name to polyester. That's funny.
How about talking about ice? You know what's worse than ice? Emiru.
Always fun at Denim Street.
Yeah, I'm in tears.
Yeah, but it's true that Emiru's been through a lot of shit.
Yes.
And by the way, Mizkif has gone committed war on her, and so
they made a whole new, I guess, like continuation where Luke is a piece of crap. I don't rock with him. I did like the Mandalorian though. I wasn't mad at the first season of that. I thought that was pretty decent. What's his name? Was it Boba Fett? I forgot. Somebody else had a series that I thought was interesting too. It might be Boba Fett. But yeah. Who do you main in Tekken? Lee. But that's only from my experience of playing Tekken 3. I'm mad out of date when it comes to that. I'm pretending they don't exist. That's funny. Because them joints is trash, right? That's how I feel about the Dragon Ball Z movie too. The same exact way. But yeah, the new ones are trash. They had me thinking this dude, Finn, was going to be something. Finn ain't nothing special. Like, why is he even there? Why is all of them there, man? I hate the new Star Wars. Yeah, it's trash. Really bad. As far as like the prequels, I didn't really like those much either. I liked knowing Darth Vader's story, like in full. But I don't like Luke. Luke is a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. Like, I gotta keep it real. I hate Luke. I hate Luke like I hate the main character of Karate Kid. I can't stand that nigga. I'm Cobra Kai all day, nigga. Cobra Kai Dojo. I'm pretending. Yeah, they were trash. I was too young to know that movies are trash, but I got older and actually watched Dragon Ball. Can't even look at the movie anymore. Yes, it's garbage. It's so garbage. I went to the movie theater to see that bullshit. They had some damn nerve. This nigga had a gorilla outfit on with a jersey running around. Who made this? Who asked for this? Like, if you're gonna make an anime movie, pick something that's actually doable.
Like she's being harassed by.
Like One Piece is amazing right now in the TV show, live action, but you know it's going to get bad eventually. If you watch One Piece in full, how the hell are they going to possibly do that in live action? Unless it's just pure cartoon. Like, it's going to look bad, bro. But I like it so far.
A bunch of weirdos too. So Denims takes the first opportunity she gets to call her a racist chud.
No. This is real activism. The entire world is going to change thanks to Denims and Cutie. Queen Jellyfish.
Honestly, you ain't missed much not watching Star Wars before besides the first, few movies. Right? Other than that, yeah, you ain't missing much. You ain't missing much. And, it's, very outdated. The new ones, garbage. So, yeah, nah. It's not really a good franchise overall when you judge it as a whole.
Has saved the world. She has melted on the ice. Truly brave, selling those stickers, very socialist of her, profiting off what she calls a horrible situation, very classy. Whether it be monetarily or just drumming up attention for herself, it's always about her, trying to be seen as a good person. It's so fake. It's why these people are so hated, because they don't really care about these issues. They are using them to make themselves seem like good people. And it is genuinely so frustrating that a lot of these people who are fans of these people do not see it. It's like you just got to keep opening their eyes. It's like you got to shepherd a bunch of morons, right? You got to open their eyes and say, these people are lying to you. Oh my God. Please, it's time to watch the legendary series and see the truth for once in your goddamn life. We cure the brainwashing one episode at a time. So then Ethan goes for the trifecta. He calls out Casey Tron. And here we got the 37-year-old unemployed reject Hassan fan. Ethan Klein threatens Casey Tron for expressing an opinion on Emiru that he disagrees with, follows it up by bizarrely downplaying Grape, and you'll see the clip right now. None of that happens. Huh? This is like a new trend on Twitter where the clip doesn't match the caption at all. The caption is just completely made up.
Casey Tron, friend of the show and my favorite benefactor. She's my favorite patron. Isn't that nice getting a check every month from my favorite patron?
That's
So
hilarious.
friend of the show, Casey Tron, everybody. And she has a take about Emiru. I'm surprised she's still running her mouth. I recall her apologizing to Asmongold, who she despises.
Yeah.
That was pretty humiliating. I'm surprised she's still running her mouth.
You know what I mean? It's
No.
like her whole platform is just like.
By the way,
to, like,
why are you
the
so
work.
mad at her? Like, they're talking about her so nasty. She didn't do anything except be like, why do I need to say ice? Like, I'm just here playing video games, right?
First fucking men. And
well, I'm guessing it's the same reason that Denims is going in on her because of what she said about the lawsuit.
You said Casey Tron used to look good? Y'all lying. Let me look this up. Get out of here. When? She did? Like, I've never seen her before, recently roasting her, so I would be highly surprised. Get out of here. Was it the angle? Yeah, she look like she been through some stuff. she been through hell. He says she now looks like chains. Yo, that's crazy. Not a chain smoking truck dropper. That's wild. She looked like she had a full MMA career. She look. I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble. It was years ago. That's crazy. What happened? What happened? Life was lifing?
Well, I don't know why she's mad. That was
that's what hatred do to you. When you just have that deep hatred in your heart.
I think maybe Casey Tron forget her public statement, but she also thought my lawsuit was like really valid. And she wished me luck against the other people too. So I think Casey Tron must have forgot her position on this. Hopefully I don't have to remind her, right?
Just my opinion. But yeah, she sucks. And I mean, like, is how she didn't say anything whenever it came to Tectone and Pinky Chew.
So, I mean, when are you going to announce your friends? For example, I know Mike from PA violently assaulted a couch. When are you going to speak out in defense of that? Right? I mean, it's easy for you to say because you're not close to it. But like, if there was truth and honesty in the world, you would have denounced Mike from PA long ago for the horrible things he's done to couches.
Oh my God, bro. I'm glad that Ethan has still preserved his sense of humor here, you know? And he's not fallen like the Hasan fucking orbiters. Mike from PA has committed several atrocities against couches around the world. He needs to be locked up. And speaking of Mike, he's another guy who puts bounties.
Hey, what up, Stu? How you doing? Yeah, this nigga Mike from PA was wild. I still remember when he punched that couch. He was like, "Meh. I said, Sniper won't talk to me." And he really kicked and punched the couch. Why was he there? That nigga need a mentor. He said, "Believe all couches." That's funny. That's hilarious. He said, "You're live. Let's effing go." What's up, Stu? How you doing? Are you gonna watch the Def Noodles and H3 debate from today? Def Noodles had a debate with H3. That sounds so nuts. That sounds crazy. What did they debate about? And why is Def Noodles still a thing? Mike from PA should be GTA 6 character. He seemed like it. He definitely do seem like it. I didn't know Def Noodles debated H3 about what? How long is the debate?
On people and threatens their life.
Anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Meanwhile, literally creams his pants when he's in the vicinity of a woman and completely humiliates himself. Absolute pathetic soy cuck. And yeah, Ethan should definitely remind Casey Tron of her actual opinions, you know, which he admitted in the lawsuit. Bro, if that was like a subtle threat at another lawsuit or, you know, up in those charges or something like that, bro, I might actually pass out laughing if Casey gets sued again, bro. That might be a level of cinema I'm not prepared for. And I'm prepared for anything, all right? And I really hope that Ethan is closely monitoring Denim's behavior right now. And he realizes that it is not worth to settle because she will never learn, she will never lear until some consequences actually show up. He is so desperate to go after the woman he hates, and he's now coming out in defense of people being fence sitters when it comes to ICE. Isn't he supposed to be a liberal? Shouldn't he want people to come out against ICE? Well, he wants to not harass apolitical people because that only drives people away from the cause. And that's something these people don't understand. So disgusting. This guy is like, I own this woman. She can only share her opinion once it has been approved by me. I live in shame that I was ever a fan of the show at any point. Piece of shit. Anyone that works with them should be ashamed of themselves. You can keep crying, you know? So then Hasan tries to get on Emiru's friend's good side. Basically, she has a friend called Bonnie, and he basically just makes up the story that Asmongold wants her deported. Hasan says Asmon's comeuppance is inevitable and explains why he fights for people like Bonnie.
Asmongold has demanded his deportation over and over again. There's not a lot of difference between someone like Mahmoud Khalil and someone like Bonnie, okay? At the end of the day, Asmongold is basically saying people like Bonnie or people like Mahmoud Khalil who are speaking out against these atrocities deserve to be fucking deported. How do you maintain a relationship with a person like that?
40,000 people. 40,000 people in this community. We have to be more aggressive with these people because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to...
What's up, Twitch? Twitch, y'all seeing this? He's directly... I mean, how is this any different than what Aiden Ross got popped for? Okay? Other content creators see this shit, for the record. Okay? They see it. Twitch will give him a perma after the midterms? Nah, probably not. I mean, we'll see. His comeuppance will be inevitable, okay? Because once again, either he will turn around and retriangulate, which seemingly he's not doing right now, okay? Or once it's over, once like the power is over, the power of this administration is over in ways that even like massive corporations can fucking recognize. At that point, Twitch will get its balls back. Okay? At that point, Twitch will get its balls back and will realize like, okay, we can actually take some punitive measures against this person, once again, who's a serial violator of the terms of service and has made this fucking platform uninhabitable, unsustainable, and incredibly toxic.
You know what? I'm actually not even going to say anything because I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. Serial violator of the terms of service made this platform toxic. I don't know, Hasan. Who could that be? How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man? Emphasis on old man. Also, look at this pussy ass bitch. Oh, Twitch, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Look at him. Please ban him. You're such a loser, bro. You have complete immunity from the TOS on Twitch. You're best friends with Dan Clancy. The CEO's favorite streamer is you. You have like all these privileges, but no, it's not enough. You still gotta extend your hands and grab his nuts. Also, somebody tell me, like, what is this fan fiction? When did he ever say that Bonnie needs to be deported? What are you smoking, dude? This is such some like snake shit because he's just sort of making up shit so that Bonnie is on his side, and then she whispers into Emiru's ear like, "Oh, Asmon's a bad guy. Please disavow him. Oh, he wants me deported." And it's like he knows what he's doing. This is so like underhanded. And then of course he plays hero.
That's why I do it. I do it so that other people feel protected. Other people feel assured that they can let their positions be known. Okay? That's why I do it.
Yeah, he is such a crybaby. That's facts.
Thank you, Superman. That's why he does it, you know, to protect the people. Of course, Hasan is just a superhero, right? He just protects everyone, except the innocent civilians that his terrorist buddies go and massacre. Fuck those guys, you know? Truly cares about the people. Now click this video for some peanut butter and chocolate.
No, I'm good. I don't need none of that in my life. I don't need none of that in my life. That sounds crazy. But yeah, I do think Hasan is nasty overall. Him and his crew. Whole crew nasty as heck. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Let's check out this Deaf Noodles debate with Ethan Klein. Let's check this out. we probably ain't gonna watch this whole thing, but you guys just told me about it, and I want to see what it's about. To see if Def Noodle's gonna say anything that makes any sense or has value. Now, I'm definitely not a Def Noodles fan. In fact, I predicted his downfall. I said that was gonna happen. I made a video about it and all that. I don't think the video's still up, but I definitely predicted his downfall. Said that was gonna happen. Predicted that him being fake and playing a character was gonna come back to bite him. But let's take a look at this, see what's going down, see what's happening. We're probably not going to watch the whole thing today, maybe break it into parts.
We'll say it without him. So it's been a while since we've spoken to friend of the show, Def Noodles. We got a lot to catch up on. So let's bring him out.
Is he the one that went to an open mic and got pushed off stage? I don't know if that happened. I know he had an open mic, like pretty much set, or a comedy club that he started, and it was trash. Like, I didn't see a good comedian on stage that entire time. I don't think that the comedy club even exists anymore. That was a really dumb thing to do. Like, your career is going down the drain and everybody's abandoning your team. Your numbers are dropping. You're like, you know what? I'm going to take my money and invest in a comedy club because people got to see my comedy. That definitely didn't work out. And now his channel is doing disgusting. It's bad. I'm not a numbers guy. His numbers are trash. His numbers are really bad.
Yes. Def Noodles for Congress, ladies and gentlemen.
But then that guy got canceled too for being a little bit nasty.
Is fight. You know the words? You better.
Ramparts we watch.
Yeah.
We're so gallantly. I don't want to. You just messed up your phone, dude.
It happens every episode. It's not as serious as it seems. Don't bring me that glass. You guys know I can't be trusted with the glass with the open top.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest. We differ a lot right now, but I think at one point I just wanted to express gratitude for that.
We did the steamies together.
We did the steamies.
That was a fun one.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much said yeah for 90% of the episode. I think that's, I've seen compilations.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
So you're being fake?
You're old fish. So yeah, we obviously have converged quite a bit politically, which is what we kind of want to talk about. But
yeah,
I know that there was
what gives Def Noodles the idea that he should be running for office.
Some kind of reckoning with your old thing used to be you were doing YouTube drama.
Yeah.
Right. With the cat ears.
Yeah.
And all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I look like a furry
character. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You're part of the way there.
Yeah.
Are you a furry?
No.
Okay. Just
not at all.
Just asking.
Furry allegations are not true.
Okay.
He's playing a character, bro.
So what happened?
He was literally making fun of the left. That's like what was his downfall. People didn't understand that that's what he was doing. Right? That he was like playing a character and I guess you could say not hyping it up, but more so hamming it up. That's a term in comedy. And people thought he was being dead ass serious. They thought he was like a super leftist. And then when he started saying his full opinions, like his real opinions, and stopped playing the character, it was the beginning of his downfall. That's why you should be yourself the entire time. Now he's trying to be himself and people still can't take it seriously, including me.
I'll be honest, I didn't really follow that closely because I saw that there was a lot of people coming at you. Mm-hmm. And I, as your dear old buddy, I saw it was going rough for you and I just didn't want to get involved.
This is what happens when you, in your real life, have opinions of like a Ben Shapiro or something like that, but then you pretend to be D'Angelo Wallace and build up like almost millions of subscribers pretending to be D'Angelo Wallace and then come out and say the exact opposite opinions. Like, nah, Def Noodles is a character when I'm not wearing the ears. This is my... Nigga, what? You thought people was going to ride with that?
And I do appreciate that. You did say some kind words at the time. I do remember that. You're like, I can tell he's going through something.
This is in your space.
I speak with my hands. I'm Italian, so pardon me for that. But yeah, I did see that you did say that, and I do appreciate that. At the time, I got to be honest with you, it didn't feel too good going through everything.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, I think it did kind of test how much I wanted to do, work in production and make this, a living off of this. And I did lose a lot, but a lot of it came as a result of my actions. I did 90% of the stuff that people were, coming at me for.
What was the stuff that...
So there's a lot of different things, right? Depends on what you want to talk about. There's obviously like the cringe comedy club stuff.
That I followed.
Yeah.
But that's not like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. It's just kind of cringe. You still doing comedy?
Really?
Yeah, we still have the spot. We did a show a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
At Jason Lefkowitz headlined.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing shows. I mean, I do screenings. I have a screening. We're screening this. So there's a group with the Epic Times. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Can I get some more paper towels? Sorry, I'm drenched.
Oh, you're wet over there.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
It's all good. So
BX, did they ever... Let me put it on the screen. BX, did they ever fix the trash situation in New York? I saw they had trash piling up on the streets in the snow. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear about that. And if I'm judging based off of from my view and eyesight, no, they definitely did not do a damn thing. They didn't miss and didn't help nothing with that.
Oh, yeah. So the Falun Gong are like super persecuted in China.
I know them.
This group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of their practitioners do a monthly screening at my studio. So we still, yeah. So I've really been working at bringing different communities together and using the studio for that. Not just for comedy. We also do other stuff.
I heard they're a cult.
The Falun Gong?
Yeah.
I think the Chinese government designates them as that. Yeah. They're highly persecuted. It's actually an awful story when you look at it.
They're like Christian, right? Or some kind of weird because I know the communists they don't really like religious people into it. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to ask you, the politics thing, because you seem to be like very conservative in your views.
Yeah.
Have you always been like that?
So
yes.
I was always a registered independent. I was always Christian, and my values always came from my Christian morality, right? The issue with that is, and I think a lot of Christians relate to this, there was a time, and I think from around 2016 up until about 2021, 22, where a lot of Christians felt their empathy was coerced, right? Because that's one of the things that we talk about in the church. We preach, right? Love your neighbor, do all that stuff. And there are a lot of people that, in essence, were moved to a side of the political spectrum or to empathize with things.
You think Christians were coerced into becoming left?
Not necessarily left, but just to empathize with certain ideas that aren't for. I'd go as far to say it as though accepting gay marriage, for example.
Yeah,
that's not that's not church doctrine.
Too many Christians are accepting gay marriage.
At this point there are so many. I mean, yesterday I was at UCLA debating, and this girl came up to me and she said that she's Catholic and she's pro-choice, and that specifically, I mean, she can have whatever opinion she wants.
Didn't the Pope change?
No,
he didn't give it.
There's still, and we still do in the Catholic.
So you just to be clear, you are against gay marriage.
So the state has decided it.
I'm a Christian, and when it comes to that topic, I don't care. It's not me, nigga. Like I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be honest. That's not me promoting it and saying, yeah, go do it. I'm saying I don't care. But I don't want you telling me what the hell you think I should be doing in my life. Who the hell would I be to be telling other people? Like, I'm not God, nor am I Jesus. You know what I mean? Never going to be Jesus. That's the man right there. That's a real one. But yeah, I'm not like enforcing anything. I'm not going to be like waving my hand and then going. I'll give my opinions on stuff throughout society, but I'm not like the type of Christians that people think all Christians are, that try to like force feed their stuff to you. Like, nah, no, I'm cool.
I follow church doctrine, which is
you don't care. You don't care about law. You care more about church doctrine.
No. I care about law. So that's the whole thing. It's been decided. Obergefell and Joe Biden. I forget what the name of the bill is, but
hey, what's up, Sketch? How you doing?
It's been enshrined, right?
Yeah.
It's been it's law.
Yeah.
But as far as recognizing what marriage is, I follow that. What God basically said, that marriage is between a man and a woman, and the primary purpose is procreation.
Right. So do you think that it's like, is it sacrilege? What's your opinion on the Supreme Court ruling that anyone can get married?
Well,
to consenting adults.
Yeah. I don't think the state has a right to define what marriage is, because it's, it has defined it, but I don't think it has a right to do it. That's ultimately what I believe.
But what about separation church and state? That is a thing, right?
Yeah. But so that's how we get to function the way that we're functioning. There's a separation, right? The state says you can get married. Yeah.
And then but
I don't have to recognize it. I don't have to personally recognize it. You legally, can lawfully get married.
Legally, you do have to recognize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
if a gay couple comes in, let's say this guy who's making a cake, a gay couple comes in, you got to serve them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's before. I mean, that case is a little strange because there are religious exemptions for certain things.
Yeah, but
in that case, the guy was.
Well, the business itself can do whatever the hell it wants. Me personally, if you're buying the cake, I'm not going to refuse to sell it. Just give me the damn money, take the cake, go on with your business. But I think a business should have the right to do whatever it wants when it comes to who they serve or whatever. I don't think we should be able to control the business unless they're wilding out and doing something extreme.
Targeted. And there are other businesses that have been targeted as well, so that they can create a legal precedent.
So do you think gay marriage should be illegal?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that the law has been defined already.
Okay.
And for example, as a congressperson, I'd be there to represent the people in my district, not to rewrite
which
law.
Is extraordinarily
blue. Yes.
Liberal.
Yes. So but there are a lot of conservatives. You'd be surprised how many conservatives are actually in my district. There's a huge Armenian community in Glendale and in Burbank, and they are very conservative.
The Pope apparently he is in support of civil unions for same-sex couples.
Yeah, civil unions are outside of the scope of the church.
So you're cool with civil unions?
I'm cool with whatever the law has defined. So
no. What are you? No, I don't care about. I'm asking you. Are you cool with civil unions?
If the law defines.
No, not the law. You.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm saying I follow the law, basically.
No, but what's your opinion on two gay people teaming up and
so that's
making a life together?
If the law has defined that do you
see what you're saying? Though you're saying you're kind of comping out from. I feel sharing your real opinion on it. Because you're saying the law says this.
I've shared my opinion. My opinion is based on Christian morality that I recognize marriage as between a man and a woman.
Do you support civil union?
But I recognize that there are laws in place that respect that form of union, and I respect it because I follow the law. That's actually a commandment. That's actually a commandment from Christ to follow the law of the land. When he's talking to the Pharisees, he's given a coin, and he says, "Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, give unto God what is God." Right. So I recognize that. And,
no, I think that's stupid. If they start making some bull crap laws, nigga, which there already are some, I'm not going to just be like, what? I agree with whatever the law is. No, that just sounds idiotic. I don't think he actually has an opinion, bro.
I may not see it in the same way.
As a
hard
citizen,
to say what you think.
Two gay people getting in a union, a union. Do you approve of that? If you've got a family member, let's say, or a son.
I mean, I have gay family members. I respect them. Yeah. If they get married, then that's their thing, right? So.
Yeah. This dude, Ethan, is really pressed over this one topic. I ain't going front. He's super pressed. We about to skip this topic in a second if they just keep on going with this. I don't care.
If you were okay, I feel like you're a little bit copping out. You're saying the law says this.
Yeah, because I respect the law. I follow the law. I functionally see marriage as as part of a procreative act. I see it as part of building a family, right? And I see it as something that's you make a covenant with God.
Gay people can have kids and raise a family
through surrogacy.
Yeah. or adoption.
Well,
and I mean, adoption, I think we both agree, is much needed.
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
So is it okay for a gay couple to adopt?
If the state allows it, then that's.
See, you're doing it again. You're not giving your true opinion.
What's my opinion?
Okay. Yeah, no, you're not giving an actual opinion, but also, who cares, man? Let's see. What else can we? Oh my God, they went back to it? Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The meme in and of itself is like bizarre.
You think Trump's racist?
I think it was a mistake. Honestly, I think that whoever's on his team should get fired. If he posted it himself, then he should just watch the clips before he posts it, because I think that's a mistake that the president can't be doing.
So you posted a lot.
Gosh, this dude is sometimes barely cracking 200 views. Def Noodles, you put out a 30-minute video and it barely touched 200 views in 2 weeks. In fact, you got some videos that's less than that. The video with Andrew Schultz is like 100 views, bro. No, oh my God, it get worse. He put out another video 2 weeks ago that's 72 views, 15-minute video, and you got how many subscribers on your channel? Let me just see. I hate to do this because I'm not like a stickler for views. Like, how many subs does he have? This is a new channel? Okay, I thought this was the original channel. Still, that's bad. I got 16K. Nigga, that's still horrible. That's still pretty damn bad. I was about to say, if this was on his main, oh my gosh. Nigga, quit. Shut up. Like, you're done. Your entire audience just said, we don't rock with you, nigga. We don't even want to listen to you no more. This is still really bad, though. 16K, and then you could barely crack 72 views. That's bad.
A lot of videos in the past 4 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of them are debates. A lot of them are.
A lot aren't. I just think that if you cared about the welfare of children, you'd at least.
The crazy thing is, iDubbbz would at least get 1K. Yeah, especially when you're at that level. This is like a huge fall off. He said 200 views. What is he? iDubbbz? Hey, what's up, Holla Girl? How you doing? iDubbbz down in the right here. Yeah, this is bad though. And I hate to be like the view guy, but this is fucking trash.
He used to be interested in Epstein.
Yeah.
You seem to be dodging that issue.
I'm not dodging the issue. We're talking about it right now.
Well, we're not having a substantive conversation about it.
Okay, so let's make it more substantive.
Well, you haven't looked into it at all.
I was watching a video coverage of I think the guy covered it was a 50-minute video. He covered like half of it. He's doing like a 3-part series. So
do you see that the message from?
It says like the channels that got 1 million plus. Nah, I do be seeing that. They got like 1 million plus that get 100 views and no comments. Them channels be botted up. Either they are buying views, or not buying views, but buying subscribers, or they fell off so much and made like such like a hard change in what their content is, right? Like if I was to make a video about, I don't know, I'm looking around the damn room, Funko Pops. I was just like, let me do a video about these. I am confident in myself that I would be able to design the video, whether it's thumbnail, title, or how the video is. I would get more than 200 views. But let's just say, for instance, I do something that's like very off, like a Funko Pop video, minimum effort. I won't get that many views for it because that would be like a huge shift. But I'm still a good content creator, so I'm confident I would get more than what the hell people would think. But that's because I would be showing effort and I'm actually entertaining. Def Noodles is not. So yeah, he's doing bad. He's doing very bad. I think his main channel, his bigger one, is even worse. Said part of it is bot and part of it is YouTube's backend that technically is a bot. It's crazy. Some people switch up and get tons of views randomly because of the algorithm. That's true. I seen a girl playing the drums that out of nowhere, them streams of her playing drums get mad views. I was like, she hit the algorithm for that shit. Out of nowhere. Shit. I've gotten more views going to sleep. That's a fact. On channels way smaller. And people that watch me for years can be like, nah, that's true. Yeah, BX definitely went to sleep on stream and that shit got thousands of views. Don't ask me why. But yeah, it's a sign that Def Noodles is doing horrible. Let's watch a little bit more of this segment that we're gonna go to.
Elon Musk says, when's the wildest party on your island?
So that was in an email?
Yeah.
No,
Elon Musk sent that to Epstein. He says, when is I want to come to the wildest night on your island. What night should I come?
I mean, that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. That's the amount of people who are involved in it is something that I think every American should be concerned about, and we have to hold everybody accountable. That's my whole point with it. I don't have like a taste. I don't say that lightly, by the way. I know it sounded like I was saying it lightly, but I think every single politician, every single person who was involved with this guy should be held to account. Period.
I think just do me a favor, like in the media you're putting out, you should be. I just think you should look into that more.
I will.
Yeah,
and I appreciate you bringing that up like that.
Yeah,
because this is something that seriously.
So you say you don't hate gay people, but I don't understand why in all your thumbnails you say gay.
Okay, now
you called me gay.
I'm being funny.
What's funny?
I'm being
about
stupid.
That?
I mean,
what's funny about that?
We all went to middle school together. It's like a middle school type.
Are you
thing.
in middle school?
No, obviously
I thought you were
not.
a comedian.
But it's you know, it's a little like dumb.
How you going to say, yeah, man, we all went to middle school? You're a grown ass man, Def Noodles. And you were a comedian with writing credits. I think you can come up with a better reason for that. Damn.
Little thing.
There
really isn't much to think about.
I mean, it's homophobic, isn't it?
Is calling somebody gay is homophobic?
Yeah, because you're using it as an insult. You're definitely not using it as a compliment, right? You're not saying, this guy's gay and that's awesome about him.
I mean, people say, oh, that's gay.
He said the videos with the least effort randomly blow up compared to some that you worked hard on. It seems like, nah, that's facts. I've done videos where I spent weeks or if not months researching, gathering clips, highly editing the damn video, and then went to sleep on stream and that shit got like 10 times the amount of views, maybe even more than that. Like I've done video essays to where I was upset because I'm like, damn, I felt like no one watched this. And this is something where I went hard as fuck. It was something I was passionate about, right? I exposed someone who was famous that destroyed someone's career off of lies, went bar for bar, did some deep digging. That shit got like 50 views. This was years ago too, by the way. I was like, damn. And then like, I think a year later, I went to sleep and that shit got mad views. I'm like, okay, that tells me everything right there. Because it's really not dependent on the creators. It's really up to you guys or what y'all like. And then the algorithm, whatever platform you're on, forms around that. I like your video essays. Thank you, Katarina. I appreciate that. And that don't mean I'm going to stop doing them. You know what I mean? I'm still going to do them. I'm probably going to dedicate one of my channels to it. What I want to do is just step my game up with this channel more and then invest that into making like a video essay channel or whatever channel I want to do too as well.
Hey, all the time.
But thank you again, Katarina. I appreciate that.
No?
Not in my circle. I don't know who you hang out with.
I've had
when I was in middle school.
So here's my question.
Hold on. This is being used as an insult.
So here's my question.
I'm not gay.
No, here's my question then too. Because this cuts both ways. This cuts both ways, right? There's that whole meme that people on the left love to say, like, oh, the RNC convention is in town. Grindr just crashed, right? So it's used both ways.
How can you...
Homosexuality is used as an insult both ways, even from the left. So
I don't.
To the right.
For the record.
You don't say that at all.
Call people gay?
You never called somebody
in middle school.
Imply that they were like gay.
In middle school, I'm 40
But I'm
now.
talking about adults, like a lot of people. This is like a meme that happens online, like to the nth degree.
You criticize Trump for showing the gorilla meme, which is juvenile. But if you're making middle school jokes, shouldn't that disqualify you from running for Congress and people taking you seriously?
Is the president disqualified now because he made a mistake then?
Well, I think he is disqualified long before he became
but he's still president. I think that you can...
Yeah, but he's been elected. You haven't.
You can have juvenile humor It's totally fine to have a
Don't-
juvenile
shouldn't-
sense of humor. It's totally okay to have a juvenile sense of humor and still be able to do your job.
Yeah, but you're
People
doing
have
it
to-
at the you're doing it at the cost of a marginalized group of people.
Well, who have I harmed with that?
Gay people.
Who's
You're stigmatizing
I'm
the idea.
stigmatizing?
Yeah, you're using gay as an insult.
They're both idiots. I think this is crazy. Like you allude to, I can't even say the form of hurt that I was about to say with this scenario, but you're a little too hurt, bro. Like over that. Also, Def Noodles ain't standing on his what the hell he's saying. Like, yeah, you mean anything, you know, middle school jokes. You like 40. What are you talking about? Middle school jokes. Yeah, no, I wouldn't find that funny. Like you have to tell a good joke. And this is a comedian, by the way. Just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Are you really that dense?
Gay people do that as well. The left does that as
You're
well.
not
Just
gay.
point it out.
Are you gay? You're always in the cat ears.
Not here. Not
yeah,
in your
not here,
office.
but that was your thing. So, I mean, like, why should I believe that you're this guy and you're not just grifting?
Because there was.
In fact, I would rather believe you're grifting than that you're actually like this.
So if I am grifting, I'm not making anything. You can go back to my videos. I'm like the worst grifter in the world because I'm literally not getting any views, and it's been like this for the last 3.5 years since I've been, kind of becoming more comfortable expressing my political, point of view and my cultural point of view and my faith online. I make basically no money online. I get almost no views. I'm as irrelevant as it is
now.
No, this has been for the last 3 years consistently.
Well,
yeah.
your Kitty Boy fell off, and that's when.
No, it actually. I started breaking with that before he fell off.
So maybe you just didn't do the interview yet. But like, if you have a history of pretending to be someone else.
No, I always.
Notice how he's talking about him? Like he's a whole character. Like, yeah, before he, nigga, that's you. And I said, I wish I could find that video. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It gotta be somewhere. Because I predicted the hell out of this nigga's downfall from day one. And I remember because Def Noodles put a winky face in the comment section. So he was telling me I was right. And this is before he fell off. Yeah, I got to see if I can find that joint. I think I took it down because I felt like I could have did a better job with the video quality.
A character, and I there's a history of me saying this is a character, this is satire, and people refusing to accept it.
No.
There was also an
It's
aspect.
a little cynical to.
You said that after the fact, bro.
Pretend to be like this.
To pretend to be that. I mean, I wasn't like. It's not like
Do you think your audience? Do you think your audience knew you were pretending?
No.
I think once they found out, they were actually part of the reason why it's called Mask Off. People used to write in my comments, "Oh, the mask dropped. Oh, he can't lie anymore," and because they realized that I wasn't that person.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happened, there was a break, right?
That
It's
did
part of the reason
happen.
why I lost so much of my audience because people were like,
No,
"Oh, you're
not.
not the same person."
You did that
No,
after your fall off. You did the
No.
transition after.
That happened. So the fall off really happened June. It started increasing like July 2022. I started breaking with that. I think it was like January or December 21, January 22.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came here, I was already at odds with it. And I was already starting to move away. In fact, I did a debate where I debated Papa Gut about the comedy around it. And that debate actually, it was a pretty bad debate for me because I didn't come out looking good, honestly, but I uploaded it anyway because I was like, you know what? Like if there's a misunderstanding about what I'm doing and it being comedy or not, I just have to tear it out like a Band-Aid. I have to like let people see that this.
He's actually lying. Bro, the Def Noodles and Papa Gut debate was way after he became successful already. Like, he's rewriting his whole story. Like, yeah, I let people know his character. No, you did not.
It's at odds with who I am.
You're lying.
And I have to just start peeling back and pulling into who I am.
Was lying about your age part of the act? Because you told people you were in your 20s,
also that
but
whole
you're
story.
40.
I didn't tell you my age. No, I'm turning 41. Yeah, I'm 85. So
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to shake my hand? Come on, dude.
I'll tag you up for 85.
Yeah.
What the hell are we talking about? I think I might have found the video I was speaking on. This is crazy. I really found this old video. Is this it? I think I found it. Wait, yep. Hold on, let me see. Y'all might be interested in hearing this. Because I don't remember what I said in this, but I do, well, not all of it, but I do remember me blatantly saying this nigga is pretending to be something he's not. Vividly. Let's see. Damn, this is when I used to play Sims too, man. I need to get back on that. Of course, you know, if you come to my live streams, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, except for Tuesdays and Sundays, you would know that I, back when I had a schedule, I'm into movies and TV shows. But you might not know my favorite genre is like mysteries and things that where you have to really analyze the characters. I enjoy analyzing characters and seeing or trying to figure out why did they do what they did. So I figured, why don't I start doing that with YouTube, especially within the drama community? A lot of people are not as unbiased as me. So they look at things from a real emotional standpoint. So one of the biggest cases of this is Def Noodles, right? You looking like, yeah, of course, defamation Noodles? Wrong, guys. I think I figured something out that no one else is noticing, and I mean no one. But this kind of goes into the conspiracy theory, like the side of things. I do not know if this is 100% accurate, but I believe it to be so. So you can disagree. Definitely let me know in the comments. And before I get into it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you extra nasty, check me out on Patreon. That's the Anti-Cancel BX Beast Boy Fund, because people don't like the fact that I'm honest. People might not like the video. I ain't over this title that I'm going to use. It might be a little bit misleading. Blah, blah, blah. Can you get to the damn point? Shoot. I was yapping back in the day, huh? How you disagree before the video and say, look, caught you. That's even if turn my mess up into a learning moment. That's even if you hate Def Noodles, or even if you like Def Noodles, watch this video in full, because I think it's extremely important. Okay, come on. Comedian, he's known for going out there and saying some of the most outlandish things and making it to be true, right? Just what this and this and this. And I think I made this in 2020. This is like 6 years, maybe 7 years. I don't know. It's close to that. His fans, they follow it, and it's super cancel culture heavy. Super cancel culture heavy. I think there's something that everyone missed when he does this. And it's because everyone is a little bit blurred by emotion. And I'm going to go more into that, but I want to actually touch on his jokes first. Def Noodles' jokes, no one understands them. Yo, fan, and you might be like, I'm a fan, I laugh, maybe, but I think that, or I perceive it to be for the wrong reason. You see, I believe that Def Noodles actually has the same opinion as most of his detractors, but his fans and his detractors as well do not get it. Fan, that might have been too much for you. Hold up. I'm killing it with it? Too much? Let me break that down even more. Def Noodles has a fan base, right? That is mostly cancel culture heavy. They see the things that he say or anybody says and go, oh no, this is horrible, this is the end of the world. And he knows that. I really think that he is fully aware of that. They think he is being serious and making fun of the people that he hates. What they don't realize is that Def Noodles is actually making fun at the fact that people actually care this much about these small ass subjects. And yeah, so I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Not sure if I even play clips in this video, but wait, is that a clip?
Stories on the internet, and
as he's just a good writer, and that people should, like he actually has tried to say in his interviews, it's just he's not good at explaining things, that you should take nothing he says serious.
I'm kind of mixing the two of them, where I'm talking about internet news and internet events, but I'm talking about it through a lens where I'm getting basically the ways that people react to stories on the internet, and I'm blowing that up, right? So I'm getting behaviors that people exemplify on the internet, and I'm blowing that up through this character, right? Because honestly, I don't care about 90% of the people that I talk about. I honestly have no connection with them. I don't know who they are.
Not a single. He is blatantly telling you, don't pay attention. If you. Okay, so he did give damn, I was surgical still, but I was yapping. But yeah, he does give you some kind of sign that, hey, this is a character, but this is once he started getting big already. He was already famous to some degree. Wow. That's why it's always good to go back and look at your old stuff. But as you can see, I predicted all of this. This is crazy. This is insane. But yeah, most of his audience did not know that this was a character. Wow. And I made that, I would say, it wasn't before he got big. He was already big. It was before he got canceled, for sure.
What, you worried my head? You like looked at?
No, I was just kidding.
Okay,
I was just doing a little hesitation for a joke.
We'll see that on Twitter later for sure.
We'll see that on Twitter. Okay.
Same guy.
Exactly. I think I just got gay.
You just got gay. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave Ethan the gay.
Yeah, but people were pretty surprised when they found out you were not in your 20s.
So this is the thing that started out as a rumor, and I think it was Tommy. What's it?
Says so into the future. I think what it really was is because that style of comedy I've like studied and seen so many times. Right, one of my favorite comedians is someone named Andy Kaufman, and his style of comedy was like the original trolling. And a lot of people will imitate that style, but not do it successfully. So like I was able to see what this dude, Def Noodles, was doing as like, okay, he's being the over the top woke. I'm going to go to the extreme person and take things that's not relevant and make it seem like this is a big deal. And he didn't notice that this audience that he was building were people that actually believe that shit. Like D'Angelo Wallace. He built up a D'Angelo Wallace style audience. Got big, people call him successful, famous, got opportunities, and decided to go, let me take the mask off and show you guys who I really am. And people was like, I want to see this. What? We don't like you. We like the character. And he couldn't take that.
It's the whole thing. Tommy.
Tom?
No, it was Tommy SFTP or whatever his thing is.
Tommy NC, is it?
Tommy NC. He found this page. I think it was like a famous birthdays page, and it had my age as like something different. And he found it.
I swear I don't care about none of this, bro. We're done with this. We're super done. Def Noodle wears the what?
Iron Cross hat. That's fucked. That's
okay. Now that's a good discussion to have. So what does that symbol mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean originally?
Well, I think all denotation of it is generally just associated with like German militarism, and even today.
Okay, he put that hat on to get some clicks. Let's see what he think about ICE. That's the last thing I'm gonna check out.
Very, very low bar. So let's talk about immigration. You have a pretty strong stance on like. I still don't have access to this doc, but I've seen, or here, I think I have. I don't think you make a secret of it that you're pro-ICE and you're in favor of these kind of strict immigration laws. So tell me about why you support ICE.
I support border enforcement, and ICE does interior removals.
Mm-hmm. But do you support their methods?
I do not. No, actually.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Because there's a video of you. Which maybe you guys can link me. Oh, I have it. Of you kind of like here. I'll show this.
Yeah, play the clip.
Yeah, I will. I don't even need to describe it. Let's just see what you.
Well, there's. By the way, there's a longer clip of that, but we can talk.
We can pull that up. So this is Alex Preddy, the guy that was
shot,
murdered, and there was a big story a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So here's your take on it.
Now, for clarity, Alex Preddy is seen in this video screaming at an ICE agent, "Assault me," before spitting on an ICE vehicle and then kicking its taillight. And that alone completely undermines the carefully constructed narrative Democrats are trying to push about.
So you claim it's a carefully constructed narrative that he's a victim.
Yeah, I don't
you
think
believe he's a victim.
I don't think he was a victim. No, absolutely not.
So then you agree with their methods in this case?
No. Now you're extrapolating to put words in my mouth. So here's
what methods do you disagree with?
I don't think immigration enforcement should be playing out in the streets in the manner in which it is. Now, the problem with the reason why it's happening is sanctuary laws, right? The sanctuary laws in different states is breaking the cooperation between the state and the county right? Like we see that play out in California. The state and the county aren't cooperating with federal law enforcement to do these sorts of removals. Back before sanctuary laws, they used to go into prisons, right? Somebody would get arrested, for example, right? And they would check their immigration status and they would call ICE over to do an investigation and determine whether that person should be, removed or not. It was something that played out in prisons, not on the streets, right? And it was safer and there was a judicial process around it, right?
Right, this nigga here, he's bad at explaining it. Y'all said the narrative was that he wasn't even at the protest and he just showed up to help a woman. My own wife believes the media program is crazy. That is wild. But Def Noodles sucks at explaining it. Why is he trying to run for office? Like, he's always been like this too. Crazy.
Right? Nowadays, because of sanctuary laws, because that cooperation's been broken, that's why it's playing out in the streets, because there's, especially, especially with the way also our bail system is working, where like you see this revolving door of people just like committing crimes and just leaving, right?
So you think it's a necessary evil of what's playing out?
No, I think.
Well, how should they do it differently?
I think we should repeal sanctuary laws.
But like right now, what should ICE do?
Right now?
Yeah.
They're, I mean,
practically.
They're following the laws that were written by Congress.
Right.
By the way, AOC loves to talk about how awful ICE is. She has the power to go into Congress.
You not gonna get an answer from this nigga, bro. I would never vote for this dude. You not gonna get an answer. Even if you agree with what he's saying his stance is, the fact that he can't even argue the shit is like astonishing to me. You're a comedian that's also a content creator. Nigga, what are you good at besides playing a character? That's crazy. Maybe he's a good actor. You give him a script, right? He'll be able to act his ass off. Maybe that's it. That's what he's successful at. Like, I don't understand, dude. This guy's a Looney Tune. He said he's all modern day Mitt Romney. That's funny. Yeah, he said full stop. He brought 2 advertisers with him, but they weren't able to help him because they were in a different room. Wow. Oh, 2, I said advisors. Wow. Then he should have had like a headset or something, like an earpiece where he could talk to them. This is definitely bad. They don't know what they doing either. Why would they advise him to go on here? They know he can't talk. Yeah, this is crazy.
And change those laws and change the way ICE operates. They're following the laws that they've written. So
you do. So again, you're doing the law thing. Because you're saying you disagree with their methods, but you won't say what.
I mean, they're literally following the law as it was.
But what methods do you disagree with? Well, you said you disagree with their methods. You shouldn't be playing on the street.
Playing on the streets. Yeah.
So
I think we could reduce a lot of the violence if it were, if it went back to being.
But what should they do now? Let's agree that that law, the sanctuary laws are bad and should never been put in place. But like here we are. So what should ICE? How should ICE be enforcing now? Are they doing the right thing?
I mean, I don't want to see any American citizen shot if that's what you mean by the right thing. No, I don't want to see anybody shot.
Although this guy, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I didn't say he deserved to be shot, but I did say this guy's an agitator. He's a clear agitator who was there days before. You see him kick the side of an ICE vehicle. I mean, don't you think that that's somebody who's like unstable? Who's like attacking ICE vehicles? That's not something normal people do.
Can I ask you a question?
The media frames these folks as though they're just like innocent people who just got caught up in the crossfire. But he was there days before, attacking ICE vehicles. It's not what normal people do.
Because when you watch the video of when he was killed, he wasn't being provocative or violent. He actually had his hands in there. So something he did a few days ago.
I think that's not what I said. That's an entirely different situation. No, that's what happened days ago. Is to illustrate
if he was
what
killed
he
on
is.
That day,
he's an agitator. The day he got killed, well, that's a whole other scenario.
Agitating. So then why do you bring up?
I mean, he was obstructing justice. He got in between a federal agent and somebody that they were
he was
they were
helping her
stopping.
up. He had his hands.
No, he got in between. You
So
watch
is that
the
a
video.
death sentence?
I'm not saying it's a death sentence.
Do you think the cop that
but
killed
how
him
often
should be charged?
I think there should be a full investigation.
This is horrible. From both parties. Ethan Klein's debating tactic is just to ramble over you with like straw mans. So you think that should be illegal? You think that he deserved what he got? That should have happened to him. So you're saying what he does years ago determines what should have happened to him now. So you're saying that because a video came, huh? Nigga, what? The video is proof that he was not there peacefully. He was not as what the media was representing him as. That's what the video is proof of. And instead of acknowledging that, you're trying to disregard that. And because this nigga, Deaf Noodles, sucks at debating, he can't even argue. He can't bring up a good point to save his life. He can't even say in the moment, hey, you want to let me finish my point? Let me finish my point. I think that would be the best thing. Just wondering, let me wrap up. I mean, you asked me a question. I think it would be fair if I could just, actually respond to it, Ethan Klein. Yeah, man. I think both of them are not good at debating at all. And I think that conversation, nothing will come from it. And then y'all said his advisors was in the other room. They should have advised him not to do that. Like, Ethan Klein be setting people up with the debates. You know that. He has a history of doing it. And he's going to try to make it seem as if you crazy, even if your opinion might not be that crazy. He gonna make it seem that way. Because that's just how he gets down. All right, let me see what's going down. Chat. Ethan's very cringe when he is trying to debate others. His smugness, I can't stand, especially when he was on Piers Morgan with Benny and a few other people. Facts. He's not a good debater. Right? I don't think anyone should be looking at him like a political, I guess you could say, commentator or leader. I do think that what was done to him was pretty foul. And I agree with him on him versus the Hassan orbiters, without a doubt. But as far as like his debating skill and all that, nah, he's trash. And it is pretty cringe. Just why I ain't gonna sit here and watch that whole thing. Nope. That definitely that ain't gonna work. I wanted to check out this Diesel Patches video. I have no idea what it's about though. Benny Johnson, in my opinion, is very good in debating with others. I think he's decent. I've watched a few of his debates. Candace Owens does decent. It really depends. In the drama world, like the drama commentary space, trying to think. And I don't want to sound cocky, but I think I'm pretty much up there. I don't think there's nobody that could beat me. Diorio's not bad in his debates. I've seen him have horrible debates, but then he was able to years later acknowledge that was just horrible debates. I'm confident in Asmongold if he debated somebody. Can't stand Candace. Origin put her 1,000. Hey, I can only speak for myself, right? I'm representing myself in the Fang gang. So I hear you. I was just speaking on some debates that I've seen her have. You are very good at debating BX, but I know you don't enjoy to do it. I hate that shit. I used to like debating. Now I can't stand it. Like, I really don't see the point of it. especially if it's not done in a like official way. Moderator, like actual decisions on who won, yada yada yada. If it ain't done like that, I can't stand it. And also, I'm so good at debates. People take it very personal and try to like, I guess, destroy my life. I've had people, they lost the debate with me and then try to get me kicked out of my building, try to get me fired from whatever job I had. He said debate Boogie 2988 about what? Him being a loser? That'd be crazy. I had a few people hit me up telling me to try to audition for that show too that he was on. Not as like to be a locale, but to be like, I guess somebody that keeps the locales in check. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I don't think I would ever sign up to work for Locale Live. I'm good. I don't want to deal with the headache, and I don't think they would pay me enough, even if it's just money. Debate DSP about him crying. He gonna cry again. Like, I actually make people cry, guys. This is not an exaggeration. What shows have you gotten into lately, BX? Let's see. Outside of reality TV, I've really been binge watching Chicago PD. I was really into that because there's one character, I want to see her growth, but they're bullshitting and taking their sweet time, and I don't like that. But that, I've been getting into some documentaries recently. I can't wait for that Tyra Banks documentary. I watch more YouTube than anything these days in reality TV. But I've been watching way more YouTube lately. Right? Like video essays and things along that line. And not even video essays about certain things that's specific. I just be floating whatever is recommended. I'll go from like a movie video essay to a video essay about some drama that happened to a video essay about just a true crime. I was watching this one video, I think early this morning, which was crazy. It was like this prank that these boys did to this teacher that ended horribly. Yeah, that was a wild one. And a few other ones that I can't describe because it was very graphic and the true crime nature. I was like, damn, the sick stuff people be doing. But outside of that, Physical 100. I was watching that, but that's a reality show where they make people do physical competition. Traders. I'm very into a show called Traders, right? The celebrity edition. I might start watching the normal people version, which I think Australia has that. I might start checking that out. But I'm really into Traders. That's like a very good show. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I've just been focusing on trying to get better as a content creator. So working for Keem would suck. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I've never spoke to him or had any contact with Keemstar, but just from what I've seen, I don't think that it would be a fun experience. He's for the ratings, right? Which is most reality TV shows, and Keemstar runs his show like a reality TV show. So he'll come in there and try to trigger you and poke at you and make you snap and go crazy just for the ratings. You notice like a lot of people that work for him are locals. Those are people that are desperate. Those are people that like are known to snap. He got some real pieces of shit that work for him, honestly. But I digress. He said Asmongold streams. I watch more of his clips. Like the clips that you guys send me and just clips in general that come across my timeline. I watch 20 to 30 court streams a day and a couple of dozen parole board hearings and a few live chats for games I play in random streams like this. That's fire. That I'm even included. It said FF14. What's that? What's that? I don't know what that is. But how you doing, Chodini. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, Final Fantasy? Yeah, I wouldn't be good at this. I did try to get into some gaming the other day, but was sucking all over the place with Batman. Nah, I'm trash now. It's been that long. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's what that means. I gotta teach me the new slangs, man. I don't be knowing the abbreviations. He said, all good, bro. Hope you're well. I'm doing good. I'm kicking it with the Fang Gang, just chilling. Finished with the reactions. What? Do I want to react to this damn Diesel Patch video? I don't know what it's about. No idea. But it looked like him and somebody having a conversation. Yeah, nah. I ain't watching this video. I don't know what this is even about. So yeah, I'm done with the reactions for now. So I'm just chopping it up with you guys. Yeah, I'll be watching more YouTube than I watch of like TV shows and movies nowadays. I'll still go into my movie and TV show wave, but I watch more YouTube. Documentaries and video essays. Just random stuff that pop up on my timeline. Like I watched a bunch of videos about Howard Stern yesterday. I just started binging. I watched a bunch of videos that were video essays about Howard Stern. And then I literally went and found the episodes and watched them because like I wanted to know the full story. Like his beef with Anna Nicole Smith. This nigga Howard was different, bro. Like, damn, not to sound like a feminist, but he was kind of harsh. That nigga was doing too much with Anna Nicole. Like, he even had like one of his people that worked there was about to fight somebody to defend her. Like, yo, y'all doing too much. Like, it's almost like bullying, bro. Like, so. But yeah, I think that was crazy. I watched a bunch of stuff about like the background characters that was on his show. I do respect the hell out of Howard Stern, what he's done. I don't respect him now. More so because he don't respect me. Right? Or creators that are getting it from the ground up. Howard Stern believes that you have to be on radio to be successful. You don't think you could build up a podcast or your own YouTube channel and be successful. A lot of old school entertainers believe that type of shit. Like, you can't be a successful singer or rapper unless you sign a record deal. And what? Nah, you can't be successful without a Grammy. Nah. But I do respect his older work. Haven't used a real TV other than in a hotel in years. Feel you on that. But I do watch the shows that I guess find intriguing. Did you hear that Kurt Cobain's death was ruled a homie just recently? The Rock News Channel, God Sent You content covered it. That's insane. That's insane. Are they trying to do it like how Michael Jackson, how they was claiming that? He said, imagine BX having TikTok. I can't do that. I could. Let me not say I can't. I just choose not to. I've made short content, like short form. I used to do short form video essays just because I wanted to experiment and see what happened. And I realized that when you're not a bigger channel, putting shorts on your channel can ruin your entire platform, bro. I've done that and experimented multiple times to see, like, let's see if I can put shorts on and still be successful with normal videos. Yeah, you got to have like a bigger platform in order for that to work. When you're like at the point that I'm at, it's best to just focus on videos, some live streams, kick it. Instead of chopping it like Suey. About to have me singing System of a Down in here. There are more video uploaded to YouTube every hour than is aired on every channel on cable daily. Facts. I was talking to my brother about this. YouTubers are like the new channels when it comes to cable and movies and TV. So much so where these networks are signing YouTubers. There are YouTubers that y'all probably never heard of that just signed deals with Netflix, Tubi, Fox, all these networks to produce content because they started doing scripted content, which is something I would like to get into eventually. I told you guys what my dream is to do with scripted content. I want to start doing Christian like short films. That's what my plan is. I want to do a YouTube channel eventually down the line where I do Christian short films. But scripted content like that's short film or TV show like based where YouTubers are just getting the cameras and equipment and I guess their own friends or actors or whatever to do scripts. Those people are getting signed to do the same thing for networks like Netflix and shit like that. Shit, look at Pop the Balloon. That wasn't even really scripted, was it? Kinda. A little bit. But yeah, they got a deal. That was on Netflix. Ever consider reacting to YouTube shorts? It's a little bit harder because of the format. YouTube shorts, when you watch it on a desktop, it acts weird. Like it's very strange. I can't like really rewind and pause and stuff like that. I think, am I able to do that on my phone? I believe I am. But yeah, shorts act very weird when you watch it from a desktop. I would have to like probably do something with the browser to get it to play. I'm watching live coverage of Awesome-ish as we speak. Fang Gang, Never Believe, Kirk, Blinked himself. Oh, Kurt Cobain. Yeah, that's insane. That is crazy. Say, yup. Hope it works out. What? The Christian content? Yeah. This is something I always wanted to do. Like, I've written scripts before and done a lot of things like behind the scenes when it comes to movies and shows. More independent ones, though. I was about to be in that damn Sorcerer Apprentice movie if it wasn't for my silly ass friend. I dead ass walked up on the director and all that. Like, hey, what's up, brother? You filming in my city? What's going on? That nigga looked at me and said, you too late. I would have had you play the role of the gangster that tries to rob him on the train. I was like, my damn friend didn't take so damn long. We would have got here earlier. I thought he was joking until I watched the movie and seen that was an actual scene in the movie. I was like, wow, I really could have did that. Yeah, you could have someone OBS a bunch for you and then you can watch them. Oh, like record them? I would love that. But then like, who's going to do that? I think that would be cool. I still remember that cringy Pop the Balloon, Kamala Harris ad. You know, it was trash. Super trash. I hope you meet your goals you want for yourself and your channel, BX. I appreciate that. I really do. I hope so too. That would be amazing. But the Christian content would probably be on a different channel. But it would be really good to do. And then like every video would have like a strong Christian message or like a lesson. Yeah, I think I would love to do that. But for now, you know, I want to focus on this channel. I do think that my problem throughout my years of life has been being a jack of all trades. I do so much that I spread myself thin. So eventually, if I am able to add team members and people to, you know, join the Internet Exposed team, it'd be even better. It'd be cool. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be extending myself, like overextending myself. But that's part of my thing is I've been a jack of all trades, master of none. And the reason why I say all that is in order to get to those goals of me eventually being able to do short films and yada yada, I have to be successful at one thing first, right? And yeah, I've had some success on YouTube and content creation, Shit, I got to do a documentary timeline for Ryan Upchurch. That was like one of the biggest blessings ever. Who else can really say that? All right, not many people. So yeah, I've been blessed, but I think that I need to go further in this YouTube thing in order to make my other dreams come true. So I have to focus on this channel, really 2 channels, this channel and my other exposed channel. I got internet exposed and industry exposed. One's music, one's like commentary for YouTube. So I focus on those 2 channels and just, do the best I could do and then take these 2 channels as high as I can. And from that, I'll be able to funnel into the other things that I would love to do. Jesus saves. Facts. I'm team Jesus all day. I don't try to like force my religion on people, but I'm not afraid to say that I am team Jesus. I'm a Christian. And, just living my life. Trying to be the best I could be. On my Degrassi flow. I feel you. Homing in on the stuff that provides is key. Facts. Right? Like I have opportunities in other places, but then that's like not really getting me anywhere or taking me to where I need to go. Right? Like I got people that I could send stuff to for music production and songwriting opportunities. Nigga, I have almost gotten no money from producing for signed artists, right? Like, so while the people I know, they're getting awards and getting paid and working full time when it comes to producing and songwriting, I'm not. So any opportunity I have now would be like extra time and filler. Why do that when I can literally do YouTube? Nigga, I'm already earning income from doing this or for me doing videos. Instead of putting time towards music, right? That's not earning me anything to help me towards my other goals. Put time towards YouTube. More time instead of the time that you was going to use to making beats and writing songs for other people. Put it into YouTube. So that's what I'm really focused on. So I'm excited to start making content. Got to get equipment. You could do it from your phone as long as you're going hard. When my computer broke, when was that? I feel like it was before Thanksgiving. It was like probably Halloween or something. But my computer had broke. I still did new videos and live streams every day from my phone, holding my phone like this, which would overheat and be hot as hell in my hand. I'm burning my hand, holding the phone, streaming, talking about topics and doing videos and reactions, right? So I would say start with your phone. And then that way, when you get equipment, you'll be even better. And I could make content if I wasn't working so much. I feel you, but it depends on what type of content you want to make. You could do videos ranting, right? Getting your ideas off. You can make short videos that's like more based on you. Just you giving your opinion. And you never know, that shit might blow up. I see people doing shorts and blowing up and making mad money. Now, when they drop normal videos, them shits don't really do much. Don't really get much views on that. But when you look at how much money they're generating from posting shorts, right, and them building an audience and fan base, it's possible. You just got to decide. Like, even some people say it's bad to live stream and do normal videos on the same channel too as well. There's a lot of people that believe that because the algorithm gets confused. Shit, since I started live streaming recently on this channel, you started to see maybe my numbers fluctuate a little bit with my videos. It's because YouTube is a little bit confused and it's trying to get an understanding. Like, okay, now he's doing live streams on here. We're not used to that. Let's figure it out. Let's see who likes it. So it'll be a slower push on my videos for a while until it gets used to it. I could make content while doing food delivery. Oh, okay. So your content wouldn't be the food delivery itself. It could be like in between your deliveries. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Shit, why not? That's what I used to do. Nigga, I used to have 3 jobs and come in here and do 1 video a day. I dedicated myself to just putting everything into 1 video a day, no matter what. I'll come home tired as hell. I got like 4 hours. I'm like, yo, let me put an hour into dropping a video. Whether it's a rant, react something, and then edit it. And like I will set the timer, put as much work as I can into that 1 video, and then go to sleep. So yeah, if you got 20 minutes in a day, you got enough time to make content or to start getting into it. I'm excited for my DVD to come in order. I ordered the independent horror film that was free to watch on YouTube that you checked out, BX. That was called Salvage, to come through the mail for my birthday. Which one is that? The independent horror film that I checked out? It was called Salvage? I do not remember that. Was it fire? Was it Hot Flames? Let me see. Salvage horror movie? This dude look familiar. Yeah, this looks familiar as a mother effer. I feel like I probably did see this. Now I know I love horror. My content will be different. A lot of people I've seen. Nothing wrong with that. And that sounds dope, Katarina. That's pretty cool. I thought the movie was fire. See, like there'd be some good ones in the independent genre. There's a lot of good films that I've seen that were independent. A lot, especially in the horror and like sci-fi. Like some of my favorite time travel movies were independent films. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna start taking notes. Watch more independent films and learning. Like I watched one, what was that called? Creep? I think it was called Creep. Off the Hook. That jam was crazy. And I think there's like 3 parts to it. Yeah, I think there's like multiple parts. Battle Royale is a great film. That's classic. That's close. I remember watching that when I was a kid, I think. That was pretty good. Part 2 sucked though. I hate part 2. When I was in Japan, I seen a poster from the actor from that movie, and I was like, why he looks so familiar? And I could not remember who that was. I was like, yo, I know him from something. And then I remembered like days later, like, oh, that's a dude from Battle Royale. I love Battle Royale. You talking about the joint where the kids get dropped off on an island and they gotta survive? Yep. Now that I think about it, I was kind of young to be watching this. But yeah, that's a classic film. I watch a lot of overseas films, especially Japanese ones, Japanese horror. Man, that film was highly successful for what they spent on it. Yeah, that is a good movie. It is a good movie. Even I hate part 2. Part 2 is like, what are y'all doing? But I do think that films like Battle Royale crawled so Squid Games could run. Because there would be no shows like that without things like a Battle Royale. Used to watch at a theater for 6 or 7 years. Oh, my bad. Work at a theater for 6 or 7 years. I used to work for a movie theater too. Not for 6 or 7 years though. That's gangster. Watched every new movie ever. They slowly got worse and worse. Stuff changed 2016. I will admit, movies used to be way better. And I can't say I've watched a new movie since then. It's like rare, but there are good movies. It's just not as much as back in the day. Back day, Back in the day, the writing was amazing. Now the writing's kind of ass. There's a few good writers that'll come in there and do something good. Stings, The Sand Red is an amazing independent horror movie. I don't think I've heard of that one. Was it fire? Said it was amazing? I have to check that out. My favorite movie is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Classic. You talking about the Western? That was classic. When I was a kid, I didn't understand why he did all that extra stuff at the end. Like, yo, tie yourself up on the rope, stand on here. I'ma leave you. And then he got him down once he was far away. But as an adult, when I watched it, I was like, I get it. He wanted to show him one last time, like, hey, don't play with me, bro. That was good. There's a few Westerns that's pretty good. I like the one with I think it's the same creator, but the man with the harmonica. Oh, that shit was fire. That was fun. What's the J1 man with the harmonica? Nigga, the whole movie, he playing the harmonica. And then at the end, you finally see why he's playing the harmonica. Because the villain did some grimy shit to him and his brother. Stuck the harmonica in his mouth. That nigga never forgot. At the end, when he finally got the villain, he took the harmonica out. He's like, why did you do this? Nigga shoved the harmonica in that nigga's mouth. Like, yeah, I was the little boy, nigga. You don't remember me? Punk ass nigga. Oh, you know what I rewatched yesterday too? And I was like, really, really digging it. I rewatched Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. That's one of the best time travel movies. Hands down. Amazing film. This thing is The Sand Red, I believe, still on Tubi. This is on Tubi. Stings, The Sand Red. Okay, like Shorty on the Run. It's a Canadian-American horror film. Stars Brittany Allen. A woman is stranded on the side of the desert and finds herself tailed by a lone zombie. What? Just one zombie? Like, just one is following her? That sounds crazy. And that's the dude from Killjoy. The black guy from Killjoy. All right, I might check that out. Butterfly Effect wasn't bad. I loved it. I ended up watching part 2 and part 3. Part 2, I wasn't really digging part 2. Part 3 was a little bit different, so I wasn't mad at it. But part 1 is the best one. Loved Butterfly Effect part 1. The more she gets through the desert, the more zombies she runs into. That's crazy. That's wild. Once Upon a Time in the West was the one with the harmonica. Classic. Charles Bronson. Yep, without the mustache. Barely recognized this nigga. Barely even recognized him. Never knew they made more. Might have to check them out. Yeah, you talking about the Butterfly Effect? Yeah, there's 3 of them, I think, in total. There might be a 4. I wasn't digging part 2 though. I was not digging part 2. I was like, Butterfly Effect. Effect 4. Is there a 4? Or is it a 4th? Darkest Alternate, and then the 2000. Okay. That's crazy. People call the alternate ending part 4. All right, so there's no part 4. 3 is the last one. And that's on Tubi too. Wow. Is part 2 on Tubi? I wouldn't be surprised. Nah. How you got part 3 on Tubi, but not part 2? Well, they're not really connected. So I guess that's why. Part 3 is more like a horror movie. That's why I liked it. I thought it was different. I love the Western movie True Grit, classic, and the newer version they made in Django. I don't think I watched the new version. The original was classic. Django was actually fire. I was pleasantly surprised by Django. pleasantly surprised. I was happy about Jingo.